Oh, I've got some really exciting news. After years of exposing scams, protecting everyday people, and putting out thousands of hours of investigative work, I finally have my own Wikipedia page. It's brand new. It's only just been published. And to be honest, feels a little bit surreal. Wikipedia is one of the biggest information platforms in the world, and having a page there means the work I've been doing together has finally been recognized in a global level. Today's live stream is going to walk you through the page, explain why it matters, and talk about the journey that brought us here. Now, I say us because it's not just me. There's a team of Avengers that help me with information on a daily basis. I also show you what's accurate and what still needs refining, and how the page will help strengthen our mission and expose scams and, most importantly, protect victims. Stick around. This is a big milestone and I want to take you through it properly. So what I've done is I've actually produced a blog, and there we are. I've made it a bit more comical. I am actually receiving a plaque from Wikipedia for my investigative journalist work. Always got to have a bit of character. Some of these photos that ChatGPT is creating for me, though, are a little bit making me old. This one here makes it look like I have shaven when I haven't lately, if you haven't noticed. But a lot of fun. So let's get into it. Let me explain what Wikipedia is and how it works at helping us fight scams. And we're also going to highlight the vulnerabilities that we have now put in front of us by people who are bad actors. At the moment, our Wikipedia page is correct, but a few days ago, some bad actors went in there and thought they'd have a wee play with it. And I'll explain why they can do that, and also why we may need help from people who really sincerely want to help fight scammers and stop people from being bad actors on something that gives me a little bit more credibility.
Inside my Wikipedia page, how it works, why it matters, and the reality of being a scam buster.
Right. So that's what I'm doing, really. I'm busting scams. I'm calling out people who are basically doing online fraud. That's what I've chosen to do for a living. And it comes with a few nasties.
Having a Wikipedia page is one of those strange milestones you never really plan for. It isn't something you wake up chasing, but when your work takes you into the world of Ponzi schemes, crypto fraud, and organized criminal networks, suddenly the documentation of your journey becomes important, not for ego, but for accountability, credibility, and transparency.
Yeah, so on my own page, the difference between if I go to my About Us page on my own website, you can come through here and it tells you, how I started out my career. It's me being a painter and a decorator. How I started up with the help of Peter Young here, Christchurch's first internet cafe. That was actually my 486 SS25 I talked about yesterday if you watched the live. My passion for traveling. I've been to 35 countries. How I owned a business networking company, and how I started doing drop shipping. But all this information has been produced by me, and that could be biased. But with Wikipedia, it's handled and managed by editors. It's they use credible sources of information, and like at the moment, I've got a lot of information here about the Pakistani software houses that I've been going after. And down here, most importantly, I did see they had some information about Christopher and Goliath Ventures. Yep, the lawsuit with Goliath Ventures. And there's also another lawsuit with a guy called Stephen. I think I have to read his name.
Stephen Andrew Mikola.
But it's all backed up with the court documents. And it's all reporters, Project Shield, and how I'm protected by them. And then you can come down here and you can read all the sources of where this information is taken from, which is absolutely fantastic. So currently I've got 29 bits of information that they can use to build my Wikipedia page, which is pretty cool. So let's carry on and let me explain a little bit more about the Wikipedia and how it works.
My Wikipedia page now reflects the core of what I've built my life around: exposing criminals, protecting everyday people, and using OSINT to shine light on the dark corners of the internet. But getting a public biography on a platform like Wikipedia comes with its own challenges. Just like the scammers I expose, there are always bad actors trying to twist the narrative.
Yeah, so we've already had people twisting it around, which is sort of quite comical if you've got a sense of humor. But some people don't understand that, and they believe everything they read. But also what I like about it is like documenting my life and what I'm doing, and it's following my journey, which I quite like the idea of Wikipedia. And I've been trying to get in Wikipedia for quite a long time. It's just really hard. Hello, Susie. I know you're there before you comment because I just saw a like turn up on the like section of my page. So thank you for that.
This blog explains what's on my page, how Wikipedia actually works behind the scenes, why it's important, and why I want supporters and long-term followers to help keep the page factual and safe from manipulation.
Yeah, I'm just going to put a few, I'm just going to put my link out there. I didn't actually broadcast that I'm going live for a wee while. So let's do that now. I'll just put that out in a few places, which will get me out there. What have we got here? And I'll put it here as well. And then we'll have a few. It wasn't. It was Velvet. Hello, Velvet. Oh my goodness. Hi, guys. I thought it was Susie because she always hits the like as she enters the room. Very good. And if you are watching this, appreciate the thumbs up. Helps get these videos out too. So Wikipedia is public, and that means it's a battlefield. Often if you read the YouTube description, sorry, not the YouTube description, but if you read the description of my YouTube channel, you will see that I talk about how I feel like I'm a foot soldier and I'm going after these bad actors like it's a battle. So I quite like the fact that we've got battle in here because that's what it's like.
Wikipedia is not controlled by one person. It's a collaborative, publicly editable platform governed by volunteer editors, community policies, and constant policing by people who care about accuracy.
Yeah, so you might look in here and you see I've got edit. I'm logged in as myself at the moment, but I can't really I can edit, but it will get rejected because it will be biased information. But in here, theoretically, I can come through here and edit my own content, but it will just get stripped out. I don't have any say in what's here. And yeah, and I have to watch. So when I come in here the other day and saw that somebody was having a field day, making up a whole lot of stuff, I thought, oh, here we go. But however, we've got to find some good actors rather than bad actors to help keep this page going. So do check it out. And if you are a Wikipedia editor and you've been following my journey, I would really appreciate you keeping an eye on my Wikipedia page so we can keep the information accurate and obviously biased. Where obviously I've got a whole lot of people who are promoting Ponzi schemes and scams, and they could get in there and write whatever they like until somebody tidies it up. But now we've just got a continuous battle of tidying up rubbish all the time, which is quite hard.
That openness is
Hey,
both a
KB, nice
strength
to
and
see
a
you.
weakness. For people like me, someone who has exposed multi-million-dollar Ponzi schemes, helped bring fraudsters to justice, and publicly challenged sophisticated criminal networks, Wikipedia becomes a target. I've already experienced attempts by bad actors to insert false information, remove accurate reporting, downplay investigations, misrepresent legal cases.
Yeah, so it was quite funny because where it talks about me being, I've got a 2-page feature in the New York Times about my quest to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme and scam. They downplayed that like it was nothing. The person that went in there and rewrote it all. So that was quite funny. So, but anyway, it's all been fixed up.
When you expose criminals, they look for new ways to discredit you. Editing your Wikipedia page is one of the easiest tools they have.
Yeah, sticks and stones, I
That's why
say.
having a community of editors, supporters, and OSINT-minded readers keeping an eye on the page is invaluable. Wikipedia works only when good people show up to maintain the truth.
Yeah, so don't be alarmed. But in here, you go, there's a place in here. So I'm not logged in at the moment, but if I log in, I think I can log in pretty easy peasy. Oops, I have to put that number in there. Don't look at the number, everybody. 6, and put Wikipedia in there. Use my fingerprint. Keep me logged in for up to a year. But I'll show you what we had to do. So if I'm in here now, I think I go to a place called Talk. And in Talk, I can post comments. So I've had to post this comment in here for help from other editors. Idiots. Do not say that. I have no friends.
Request for page protection due to repeated abuse. Hello, I am the subject of this article. I am requesting administrator assistance due to repeated bad faith edits and misleading content additions, which appear to be part of an ongoing attempt to damage my reputation connected to my investigative work. Over the past weeks, anonymous and newly registered accounts have introduced misleading interpretations of sources, POV framed commentary presented as fact material from non-reliable sources, unsourced allegations. These edits violate the Biographies of Living Persons (BLP) policy and require daily correction. I respectfully request semi-protection or another form of page protection and review of recent edits for BLP compliance guidance on maintaining neutrality while preventing bad faith disruptions. Thank you to any administrators or experienced editors who can assist.
Yeah.
Danny DeHeck, Talk 032.
Yeah, so you put that out there. But as you can see, like if I go, I can go to the home page. So if I've got any, I don't even know how to edit this, but what I'm getting at is I don't know if you can actually edit. But the good thing about Wikipedia, if you go to Danny DeHeck, right, and you just go to Google and you search for Danny DeHeck, you'll find the first thing that comes up is obviously my web page and also all the pages of my web page. And then the second thing, even though it's new, straight away comes up Wikipedia. And then you've got like Radio New Zealand, a court case where my lawyer's shown off that he managed to win. And I think that's the same one. New York Times, my podcast in Spotify, LinkedIn page. You can see how they all tie together, which is pretty cool. And then over here, you've got what you call my Google reviews that I do. And it's quite neat, really. So, yeah, so it's a very strong page. It's a good thing to have out there because it is your like go-to who is Danny. And normally it's a credible resource that you can go to and find out and read about anybody. But no good if bad actors start getting in there and having a fun field day. But hopefully we've tidied it up by putting that request out there.
What my Wikipedia page actually shows, the content currently published gives a surprisingly accurate snapshot of my work.
Now, we haven't got a page for Pixel yet. Somebody just in the chat room said that. But that could be a good idea. He's a bit restless today. He's been scratching on his bed and moving around, and he's now walked out of here. He's not under my desk. Normally he sleeps under my desk, but I think Pixel, if I said, do you want a Wikipedia page, you'd probably say yes.
Early life and background. The page openly states that I'm dyslexic, that I grew up in a religious cult, and that I left school at 14. It covers the early years of mowing lawns, hands-on work, retail roles, and then eventually moving into the early internet era, building cafes, websites, and businesses in Christchurch during the 1990s. That's an important part of the story. My background wasn't privileged. It was built on hustle, adaptability, and curiosity, the same things that eventually made me effective at exposing scams.
Yeah, now out of interest, it says I was building cafes, so that's not quite right. So, you know, I can do a tiny edit, but then it'll get rejected. So now I have to tell people I didn't build cafes. I actually used to help paint them. And it was when I met a guy that was real cool. We painted his cafe, and he asked me what we should do to a room he had over to the side. And I said, why don't you make it into one of those internet cafes? And then the bar failed. And the guy said, do you want to start up just an internet cafe? So we literally started up Christchurch, hometown's first internet cafe. But I don't know where it says here about building. So in here, I don't know if it's my words. If I search for the word building, see the word building isn't even in here. So if I go cafe and it says painting and decorating before becoming involved in early internet cafes and website development in Christchurch. Yeah, so that's where I learnt my website development skills, is actually working out of the internet cafe. But my words in here actually says building cafes. So it's ChatGPT's added that into me because he helped me write that blog, didn't she? He or she, whoever ChatGPT
That's
is.
an important part of the story. My background wasn't privileged.
I think we already read that, didn't we? How I become a scam buster. Well, my investigative journey started with a simple email, a investment opportunity that didn't smell right. So out of curiosity, somebody actually asked me just the other day, when did that journey actually start? So if I search for Berry, I think that's enough to find it. Launch Berry, unlock the crypto, update Hyperverse, biggest scam in history. I think it's that one there. So if we go to here, is it that one? Nope. Listen to this video. This is me when I first started. Hello. I need some sound. And hello everyone. I'm Danny DeHeck, and I'm your savior from Hyperverse, formerly known as Hyperfun. That was me trying to do a Stephen Reese Lewis impersonation. However, this is the very first video I actually did exposing Hyperverse, and it was over 2 years ago. 2 years later, they fined Sam Lee for his connection to a $1.9 billion scam. So I blew the whistle about the scam 2 years before any government actually did anything about it. And I think the date of this was back in February 24th, 2022. So that's how that worked. Wikipedia highlights by 2023, I had published more than 130 investigative videos. I've now done, I think when I was in New York Times, I actually, Queen of Karma, g'day, nice to see you here. When I was in the New York Times, it said I did 130 videos, which seemed like a lot at the time, but now I've done over 2,500 videos. Also, the documents, the major turning points, the investigations that made international headlines, the legal retaliation from scammers, and the global networks that tried to shut my website down. So major investigations that I've done to date, the webpage covers 3 significant investigation areas. So it's the first one is the Pakistani networks, indices, and AgTach. I never can say the word right, even though I spent hours fighting the scam.
Including fentanyl analog trafficking, ghostwriting scams, publishing fraud, and call center exploitation.
Yeah, and you might not know what that is, but people don't realize that that scam of the Pakistani software houses and indices, as Neil Bilwani, this guy here, he's actually done 3 lawsuits against me. That's what he's done. If I just go back to here, so I've done all these videos exposing him, even though I'm punching him. This guy has been done for fentanyl trafficking, bringing drugs into America. And there was a lawsuit just a wee while ago, which we still don't know the outcome of, but instead of getting jail time and raids, it seems like they're just going to get a massive fine to pay, which I'm just blown away. But in saying that, we're still gathering intel about this guy and how his scam network has now, set up shop in America and 6 different other countries, which is absolutely amazing. But we've gone to town exposing this. And at the end of the day, we believe we're stopping drug trafficking. So even though I'm exposing that, if you don't know anything about what I've just talked about, go onto my LinkedIn. You'll see there's tons of content. I've got a very rampant LinkedIn page. And just yesterday, we managed to shut down a bad page that's within LinkedIn, which is really cool. And obviously Goliath Ventures Inc., if you go into my website and you click on Goliath Ventures here, you can see that we're actually currently busting a $500 million scam. We believe it's a $500 million scam. And I could tell you some other stuff, which we can't tell you. But just let's say we're shutting down where things are happening, and we're going after people that look like influencers, but we know that they're heavily connected to people that are running scams. Mr. Moon there. So that's another scam that we've got under our cap. and obviously Hyperverse and Sam Lee. It was just the other day I had a look, and I actually managed to find that there is still stuff going on with Sam Lee in the courts. And I think I can find that in a hurry because I opened one of these three the other day, and I was quite surprised. So this is this is oh, I don't know who's done this. This is the SEC filing a complaint against Sam Lee and suing him for his involvement to a $1.9 billion scam. Oh, this is the court listener. And these are all the court dates, which I didn't think anything was happening. And then I come down here on the 19th of November, they're still filing documents about this court case. So that's Sam Lee, who at the moment is living in Dubai, thinking he's living the dream. But there could be an opportunity here where he gets dragged back to America, and we'll have to, face the music, as they say. So it's a lot of things. So if you didn't know that, that's probably the three biggest scams I've gone after. And most people who know me know that I go after a lot of little scams all the time. But some of these scams are actually connected. Now, Hyperverse was actually connected to Wee Global, which is another big scam. And they were all coming out of the same scam factory. VidiLook, it used to be called Hyper Capital, Hyper Fund, HyperTech Group, and then it went Hyper Nation, and then Hyper Planet, Hyper Cosmos, Diversal, and then it went VidiLook, and then it went Vend 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then it went oh, you're testing my brain now. And then it just keeps morphing into other scams. But then when we found out that Sam Lee owned a software development company and he was 25% owner of it, and then we saw all the scams coming out of the same building, Bloomberg actually went there and looked at the building, and it was all empty. 400 staff used to be in that building. And we had inside people who used to be flatmates with Sam, and also people who used to work in that building, give us some really good intel. And one of those people, which I'm not going to name anymore, has managed to get his butt back to California and is rebuilding his life. But at that time, he was very depressed. And so we've done a lot of good. And I'm not doing it because I want to rain him. Well, I'm not raining my own parade. But what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of things behind the scenes that people don't actually see that we do. You might think we just go into Zoom meetings and crash these Zoom meetings and cause a lot of havoc. Well, we do. But there is some massive scams out there that we've been really feeding information to, let's say, the feds. As we get it, we pass it on, and we see it's quite slow, but we see action happening. Wikipedia documents how my investigates contribute to a Pakistani government crackdown called Operation Grey. So if you go to my Wikipedia page, you can read a really awesome article. You might actually, if you are on my website, and let's go, you go to DannyTheHeck.com. Oh, Red Bull's good. Might go get that later on. You can see all across the top here, you can see all the different newspapers. Tech Juice, The Press, the Otago Times, ABC News. Tech Juice is actually quite a good one, but you can actually click on them, unlike a lot of the scams that we go to, where they claim that they're in these newspapers and they're somebody. If you come in here, you can read about Operation Grey. And this was probably it was, look at this. This is what we are doing. These are the raids that they've gone into buildings because of the intel that myself and my Avengers gather. 17 raids, 19 raids, 8 raids, 7 raids, 1 raid. And these are all the cities that they have raided because of the intel that we provide. And it's quite scary because Azim Bilwani got one of his mates to ring me up and suggested that I come over and have a cup of tea with him. And if I've got a problem with his company, I could highlight who that problem was, and he would make it go away. And if I didn't want to come to Pakistan, then he was actually going to send somebody over to have a cup of tea with me instead. So this is why, it's a dangerous job. These guys are playing with millions and millions of dollars, scamming it from Americans, Australians, Canadians. And here I am. I'm a thorn in their side, exposing them. So yes, dozens of arrests, international reporting by journalists like Brian Kipps. If you do a search on him, you'll see that. But once again, if you come back here, you can actually see, international reporters. You click on here and you can read that he's got his own Wikipedia page, and you can read about his journey. So he's got 33 quotes. I've got 29. So it's just quite neat to have the recognition and gives me more clout. So that's what we've done. Legal action filed against me in Pakistan. I've got a wall behind me here of 3 lawsuits. And so kindly, somebody has actually, for the use of a better word, bankrolled me to actually defend myself in Pakistan. If I didn't appear in these courts, I would have lost them all. So far, these 3 lawsuits that are pending in Pakistan have all been merged into one. But that's because some kind-hearted person that's put a lot of their life at risk actually basically representing me and helping me with that lawsuit, all because of journalism. 124-page lawsuit filed against me in Florida. Well, that's Chris Del Argo. Attempts to silence me through my website with coordinated takedowns. So they do denial server attacks. For 2 months solid, my website has actually been attacked by bad actors, as we like to call them, and they've tried to take my website down. But now we're stronger than ever. Our website is backed by a Google Project Shield. People think we've lost that. We haven't lost that. We turn it on when we need it. So we monitor the website. When the denial server attacks come into place, you will see a box pop up before you go to my website. At the moment, I can't tell you what we've got. We've got some pretty amazing technology, and it cost me a lot to run this stuff. However, Google have provided me a service, which I was told by an expert, that it could actually cost $30,000 a year to be protected by Google Project Shield. And that's something they give people like me, who are journalists, independent journalists, who have a story to be told and not to be silenced. Defamation lawsuits designed to silence me. My page highlights a key example. We've got it's actually a $3.85 million lawsuit. Stephen Andrew McCullough. He tried to sue me in the New Zealand High Court. The court later described it as a gag writ. Another attempt to shut me up. The case was withdrawn and he was ordered to pay cost. Not that we ever believed he would, but he's probably not allowed to come back into New Zealand shores now. Not that he ever was here. Not everyone understands the pressure. Investigation. The pressure understands the pressure. Let's have a read of that one.
Not everyone understands the pressure investigators face. Having this documented on a platform like Wikipedia helps anchor the truth in a neutral, public space.
Yeah, so just using Stephen as an example, when you search for Stephen Andrew McCullough, you can see that the first thing that comes up is the press article. Second thing is the law association. It was a landmark case. These are things that people don't realize. A landmark case was my case because it was an American trying to go after. So here's the landmark verdict. De Heck triumphs on a $27,500 cost. He's promoting Knox Wire. So all these here stories, really help bring it home. And just to bring it home a bit more, here's Stephen doing an AMA announcement. Just yesterday, I did another video about him. So if you go to my website, which is my default home base for all my scam busting activities, and you come down here, you can see Queen Akama's got a new article. Well done, you. But it's down here somewhere. Oh, actually, it won't be a new article. It's a new video. So you literally would have to search for him, and we'll just do Andrew McCullough. And what we've been doing lately is using open source intelligence, which is pretty cool. So here's Stephen having a cup of coffee out of my no scam cup. Down here, we're debunking AMA 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I just did this video yesterday. And what we've done is we've put all these videos that he's doing, got the transcript, put it all into AI, and then asked for all the contradictions. And just this morning, in direct response to doing a video, we actually get a video, a recording.
Hey guys, so mainnet is imminent, like I said, and we are right on track for everything, including our first AI smart contract features.
So here he is doing an announcement after promising that things are going to happen, but they never eventuate. And even here, he talks about how it's ready to go, but when you go there, it's going to have 404 errors. So listen to this.
That'll come right after the mainnet, but right now I'm working on getting out the testnet, which will become the mainnet, so you guys can test it, see how it is on all the devices that you have, all the different Android devices, all the different versions of the iPhone, and of course all the different types of computers and operating systems and all that. So you can let us know if there's any issues with it.
So it's meant to be tested, fully ready to go, but it's still not happened yet. So we did videos just yesterday about this guy. So this happened over 2 years ago. He lost the case, tried to go after me, and then withdrew and got ordered to pay and a scolding from the judge. It was pretty amazing. So it's all part of what I do. Attacks on my website. So we've got Shavis. I'm not even going to pronounce his name.
Chavez Ahmed Siddiqui.
Now, he's claimed that he had a stroke about 6 months ago, and he's claimed that that was my fault, and I caused the stroke. And he's sent fake documents off to my hosting provider that were claiming that there was a lawsuit pending. And because WP Engine are that stupid, even though it had emojis and even had square brackets saying insert date here in these documents, because I got a copy of them, they gave me my marching orders and told me I had to move my website. And that's how I fell on my feet and got protected by Google Project Shield. They saw the documents and thought, this is crazy. This guy needs some protection, and we're here for him, which is absolutely fantastic.
When Chavez Ahmed Siddiqui successfully had my website taken offline, it showed just how far scammers will go. Wikipedia documents this, and the fact that the site is now protected by Google Project Shield, a tool used to defend journalists from DDoS-style attacks. Again, transparency matters. When criminals try to erase your work, Wikipedia becomes part of the defense.
Yeah. I've just been fighting a scam today, and it was a pet shop, and they're selling pet products. And one of our friends ordered a product and paid with PayPal, and now we're battling with PayPal to say, well, it's got a fake delivery address. And anyway, I'm trying to send a message, and the scammers have got that clever that I can't send a message with their email address because it keeps bouncing for some reason, and that's what's popping up on my screen, annoying me as I'm trying to talk. But anyway, let's carry on.
Why having a Wikipedia page helps the anti-scam community for me. The value of Wikipedia isn't ego, it's credibility, protection, and public record. 1. It establishes a neutral, factual history. Scammers love to rewrite history. Wikipedia makes it harder.
Yeah, so as I said, going through this is pretty cool. Like you can see here, if people don't know what Project Shield is, they can read about it. Wikipedia, I really like Wikipedia, always have. So it's a free service that you have to, it's not open to everybody.
Project Shield is a free service providing protection against distributed denial of service, DDoS, attacks. This service is offered by Jigsaw, a subsidiary of Google, to websites that have media, elections, and human rights-related content. 2. The main goal of the project is to serve small, under-resourced news sites that are vulnerable to the web's growing epidemic of DDoS attacks, according to team lead George Conard. 3.
Yeah, so that's what I'm part of, which is really, really nice. So I was actually blown away with that because not everything goes in my favor, but that was a goodie.
2. It helps victims understand who's behind the investigations. People want to know if they can trust the information. A well-maintained page provides context.
Yeah, so I'm hoping it will build into something good, and obviously the bad actors won't be able to have the power of changing it every 10 minutes like we were having.
3. It documents the retaliation. Every lawsuit, takedown attempt, attack, or smear campaign is part of the story. Having it published makes it harder for scammers to weaponize misinformation.
Yeah, so it is like actually being written into history when you're in Wikipedia, just saying.
4. It encourages transparency. Everything I do is public, documented, sourced, and referenced. That's how investigative journalism should be.
Yeah, that's what journalism's about, isn't it? Journal. Lism.
5. It invites community involvement. Wikipedia works when many people watch over a page, correct inaccuracies, and protect it from malicious edits.
Yeah, so absolutely awesome when that happens. So we're just going to read this in a hurry. I don't want to be here all day.
Why I'm inviting my supporters to help police the page people who have followed my journey, whistleblowers, victims, supporters, and fellow investigators, understand the scope of my work better than anyone else. If you see something inaccurate or malicious on the page, you can correct it, flag it for editors, add reliable references, report vandalism, restore removed factual content. The more eyes on the page, the safer it is from interference.
Yeah, and that's quite real. Like if you go to my webpage and click on smear campaigns, they actually, the bad actors that were actually editing our Wikipedia page were actually taking content from these websites here. So if you went to theheckfacts.blog.com or any of these addresses that you're looking at, like fakejournalist.net, we managed to get that one shut down. But as you know, my website is called theheck.com. So somebody's gone out there and decided to set up theheck.co. I think it's Stephen. And when you go there, I could spend all day long shutting it down and expose Danny the Heck. And it's got no picture there, Stephen. Well, you know, so you can see all my no scam t-shirts. This is all propaganda information. This was published on the 10th, 31. So yeah. So these are people that just love me. It's probably Stephen. I think pretty sure it's Stephen because he just doesn't like me still. He's a bit sore because he didn't win. But anyway, I can't stop it. That's my point. It just goes on and on and on. There's only so much time in the day. At the end of the day, I'm better off actually publicizing it. And I'll just show you another one that's quite interesting. If you go to dannytheheck.info, for example, it looks like him again, but he's regurgitated the same content. Site's not available. Paused. Look at this. So this site was paused as it reached its user limit. So I don't know where you're hosting these websites, but that's quite funny. So I don't know what's going on there, but let's see if we can refresh it. Site not available. So there you go. Or maybe if I sit here and refresh it all. And then we've got another one called the Hecky with 2 E's. And that's another site again. Let's see what brings that up. And there he goes. And look, it's got broken images. He's ruining my reputation. And yeah, so you can't stop them. You can't, so that's what we need. So we don't want references from these smear campaign websites to turn up on my Wikipedia. The Wikipedia journey is part of the anti-scam fight. My page is not my biography. It's a record of how far scammers will go and how far I have gone to stop them. It covers ocean investigation, open source intelligence investigations. If you're like me, you don't know what OSINT means. Global criminal networks, court battles, international media coverage, website breakdown, attempts to silence me. Like somebody offered to pay me $150,000 the other day if I take down all my Goliath Ventures content and write a letter saying sorry, and also dobbing all the people that provided me the intel, for God's sake. And they've even, this is the Florida court case, have even threatened that they're going to ask OpenAI for all my ChatGPT records and all the search terms with people's names they think are providing me information. So that's quite scary. And I could tell you some other stuff that would make your hair curl. But in saying that, that's the real world. I'm not just a YouTuber hiding behind the screen. I'm out there with my name. I don't hide. I don't have a mask on. I'm vulnerable. And that's what I do. And it documents it all in one place. So I really like the Wikipedia page. So hopefully we'll be able to keep that. For a scam buster, that visibility matters. It creates accountability. It builds trust. And it makes it even harder for scammers to blur the truth. So that was basically me. So that's my 3 photos. I don't know what photo you like the best. There's a new thing on Google where you can actually do an experiment and use 3 types of photos. So if you're looking at these photos now and you see a video on my YouTube channel, you will know that's Danny's video about his Wikipedia page. Well, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed my proud moment of actually having a Wikipedia page. I've been trying to get on Wikipedia for years, and now I've made the big time. So make sure my content stays clean. If you see anything that needs editing, log in, create a Wikipedia account, and edit away. Some people have a better knowledge about what I do than I do. And I welcome you to be a Wikipedia editor and help keep my page accurate and factual because I can't do it. It's over to you guys. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, so that was video number 1. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I actually have 3 videos I'm going to record on my YouTube channel. We're staying here, Karma. We're not going away. Now, if you haven't seen this, Queen of Karma has actually done a VYB. She must have launched that one. That's interesting. I'm just having a look at these blogs. I'm just having a look at some of the blogs that you've done just while we're here. So you've produced 3 blogs. I've actually put all those names. Did you notice that? So I'm just going to show Queen of Karma because she's watching at the moment. But in here, we actually found a whole list of individuals that have been promoting Des Amy. So we've actually named and shamed all these individuals, and I've made tags out of their names. But in here, we explain to people that below is a list of individuals who appear in Des Amy's related screenshots, chats, and promotional material. So we're naming and shaming those individuals. That's what we're here for. But you can see that Queen of Karma has been busy. I think she's got 2 other blogs that are just about ready to pop. And I've just published 3 of her blogs today. So if you come along to my blog section, click on anti-MLM and cults, you'll find all the latest blogs from Queen of Karma. If you go to the homepage of my website, down the bottom here, you will see, I'm just going to go have a look and see the next one that we're doing is, so we did an investigation yesterday on BG Wealth Management, and I'm going to do a blog about that. Now, out of curiosity, I'm going to actually see whether we might actually be able to catch them in a live, which would be friggin' hilarious. So I think I'm just going to see if we can actually do that. Oh, there it is there. So that would be hilarious if we did actually have them in live, because it would make good for the video. So I'll just go and do a little bit of reconnaissance. Okay, so here we go. So we've got Steve Davis is back again. So yesterday we found this company live.
This meeting is being recorded. This meeting is being recorded.
That one there is being ended by the host. That didn't last long. And this one's been recorded as well. Unmute. So I'm in here by myself. That's no fun. Global coins. Shut that off. And financial wealth management. Well, that is the right room. So it's always a bit of fun when I'm doing a live video and people that I'm exposing are in a Zoom meeting. So global lifestyle. So that there. Yeah, so this here is a repeating meeting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zip that over on another screen, ready to rock and roll. I'm going to shut down these ones. So new agents, not sure what that is. Blessed, introducing e-wealth. Yeah, so I think I've got all these ones taken care of. Oops. And there we go. And no. All right, so I'll keep that meeting open just in case while we're fishing away. And I'll shut down some of my windows and we'll start video number 2. Don't need Wikipedia anymore. Here we are. So yesterday we did actually find this most weirdest meeting. So I have to find that before we start. Go YouTube. I'll go to YouTube home. I'm going to go to YouTube history. And I'm going to see if I can find the video that we found yesterday. Where was it? No, I think it was past that. Yeah, I think it was that one there. Oh, one of these three anyway. 1, 2, 3.
Problem and everybody watched.
Yeah, no, it was that one.
No.
And then
Sorry, I
this
was
is the
busy with the
type
signal.
D,
That
like
This is
guy.
all right.
And that guy. So this guy here, we believe, could possibly be an AI character. But when we got up to about here in the video, I thought, oh my goodness, this is shocking.
It's not only an achievement of the initial goal, but also the key to, well, basically unlocking a larger stage.
He just goes on and on and on. And if I go back to BT Wealth Management, I think we've already done articles on that too. So I'm just going to go there. I'll just do that on a different screen in case I incriminate somebody. Let's see what we've got. Because there's a lady who's rampant at promoting this. And we will see. One little boy waits. It seems like it's going to sleep. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we've already done a blog on this before. Ah, we have. Maybe we haven't. Yeah, when you think you spend all this time doing a video and then you realize, no, it's not that one. Not her. And it's not that one. 1 minute, please, caller. I'll see if I can find it. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Right, I've got the right one. Okay, so if I come over here. So I didn't realize this yesterday when I did the blog that we're about to do the video on. But there's a lady that I've seen in numerous videos, and she's rampant at promoting this. And this scam that we're about to do a video on is absolutely disgusting because even their domain name is a numbered domain name, which is the dirty domain names. I'm just going to go and find this lady's name, and I'm going to see if I can go back to here. And now I'm going to go marketers, and I'm going to add her. So yesterday we found that this lady is promoting it, and we're going to go to here. We're going to go to marketers, and I don't know what's going wrong here today, but she's on a go slow. And now if we've got our way about us, we'll go back to here. Is it going to work? Yep. And I'm going to go Ponzi schemes and scams. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, Suze, nice to see you here. Yeah, and she was promoting one called Luminous Crowd. And I actually think what's actually happened is Luminous Crowd has rebranded itself. And for some reason, I've got her under Super One as well. But it's all linked together. So this is, I'm pretty sure, the same scam that's been flagged by the FMA. I'm not exactly entirely sure, but I do know one thing for sure, that this lady has promoted the scam that we're about to look at. And I have had a past at exposing her in the past. So I don't know if I can actually find that quickly. But technically speaking, if I went to my YouTube channel and search for her, I might actually find I've previously done a video exposing her. And I've got her here. So it must have been a big day when I did a whole lot of scam busting again.
This meeting is being recorded.
Here we go. So now we should have sound for your listening pleasure. Here it is. So that there. So how do you sleep at night being a scammer?
No, no, you cannot ask a question.
Oh, really? This is scam. Oh, naughty boy. I've got a live one. Have you? Oh, going to give it. So that's what happened on that window. So now we'll go back to this one. Susie's got a live one. Oh, here we go. Oh. Susie's got a live one. Okay, so this is what we do. We go into these Zoom meetings at the moment. Who's going to give Danny more good stuff? We have competitions. Who can feed Danny the Zoom links? Browser. Oh, it's been a good meeting so far. Then live one. As Nima Bilwani. As Nima Bilwani. Guy that's trying to sue me in the Pakistani courts at the moment. Yeah, so there it is. Management. So I didn't realise that. Let's see if we can get a few of those meetings going. July the 23rd.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, what have we got today? Let's see if we can... one little boy waits. Reset. Oh, I've seen this lady before, I think. 131. Good. Alrighty. Yeah, so you get the idea. Anyway, so since this blog has come out, we've actually had new intel, new branding, and oh no, she's still got the same branding on the screen, so I don't really know. Anyway, I'm going to start recording this as a brand new video because I want to put a video attached to the blog I did yesterday. And I'm not entirely sure of the words, so I'm just going to practice my words. Let's talk about something I've been investigating very closely. Does that sound good? Today we're looking at a company called BG Wealth Sharing, along with its DSJEX exchange, one of the surface, one of the things. What have we got? In this video, we'll take a bit of a written, there's any words in there I don't think I can read. Isn't to skew, but it's to help you, because if someone is trying to recruit you into a scheme, blah, 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 I'll highlight and then let's get into it. All right, so let's do it. All right, so let's go back and we'll go quiet and we'll start recording video number 2. Hello. Let's talk about something that I've been investigating very closely. Today, we're looking at a company called BG Wealth Sharing, along with its sponsored partner platform. To get this, DSJEX exchange. Exchanges are coming more and more relevant every day, just like credit card apps, the whole 9 yards. So there's nothing abnormal here. On the surface, everything looks polished. Well, on the surface, if you're an uneducated look, everything looks polished. Professional websites, fancy certificates, which I'll show you they are not. Bold promises and a whole lot of technical language that sounds impressive. But once you start digging, the story changes fast. In this video that we're doing, I'm going to take you through the blog I've written about BG Wealth Sharing. We'll look at their claims, their documents, their investment strategies, and most importantly, the massive red flags that show up again and again. Now, my goal isn't to scare you. My goal is to help you. Because if someone is trying to recruit you into a scheme, or if they've already put money in, or if you've already put money in, you deserve to understand what's really going on in clear, simple, plain language, not gobbledygook that's over the tech with buzzwords. I'll highlight the parts that don't add up, the things regulators have already warned about, and the patterns that match other scams that I've investigated over the years. And as always, everything I show you is based on public information, open source intelligence, otherwise known as OSINT, and verifiable evidence. I think I pronounced that right. So let's jump into it and take a closer look at what BG Wealth Sharing is actually offering and why so many people are now questioning whether it's real, safe, or legal. Let me show you my blog. Now, I prepared this blog yesterday and it's been marinating in the search engines, which is fantastic. At first glance, it does look like I'm actually saying this is great, but that's because I got sick of asking ChatGPT to create me an image with the logo and everything in it. I went with this one instead. But this is basically what their homepage looks like, and we're going to have a quick look at that. The domain name is crazy. bg662.com will get you to a website that is overloaded with unnecessary jargon, which I believe is just there to bamboozle you. We do actually have a guy here that we found in a video yesterday, and I actually do have a Zoom meeting open, which I'm hoping will come live while we're recording this video, and we might have to sit here and listen to this gumpy. Listen to this guy's, the lighting and the way he talks.
Within the BG group, right? Because you're progress. You're making progress. So once you cross this threshold, you will truly experience the power of the team growth, because you're not alone anymore. You don't have to explain everything to everybody. So and you will see your income and perspective increase.
So I don't even believe this guy is real. I believe this even could be straight AI. I'm looking at things on the shelves here. I'm looking at the poor quality of the video angles. This is what you would expect to see. Now, I don't know about you, but I've got a better connection than he has. He's meant to be some genius running a company. You don't see this guy anywhere other than on a video, and he's always by himself. So that says it all. So any other videos would be fantastic, but we don't have any. So that's meant to be the company owner, I believe. So let's get into it. Let's read their About Us version about what they say he is.
About Stephen Beard. Stephen Beard was born in 1985, single, British, likes fitness, boxing, swimming, travel, golf, etc. His finance major at Oxford Brookes University is one of the most recognized fields. The university's finance major usually covers a wide range of
So you can make up all this bullshit, but the honest truth of the matter is if you come along to the search engine, I haven't done this, and you search for this guy, Beard, and what comes up first of all? Reddit warnings. Marketplace.org, I don't even know what that's not related. Short videos which have all, like what I'm getting at, I know from my experience, because that's what you're here for, is that if I search for this guy's name, I'm not going to find a digital footprint. In fact, I'm going to find nothing other than everything about the website he's promoting. So it's just crap. So that's the truth of the matter. Anyway, let's get into it. So if you are looking at this BG Wealth Sharing company, it's if you go to Behind MLM, you'll find that this company actually has rebranded itself. Behind MLM actually provides a lot of amazing information. We correspond with Oz and we share intel. He only goes after anything that's got multi-level marketing. Now, with multi-level marketing, it doesn't matter what you sell. As long as you can recruit. These are the domain names that have been mentioned in here. So this company isn't transparent. It's continuously registering domain names. As Oz points out here, it's got Chinese characters in here, so it's probably coming from Myanmar or human trafficking compound. There's no doubt about that, in my opinion. I've seen the pictures. I've been privy to PDF documents submitted to the Homeland Security. Not Homeland Security, it's another organization, to the United Nations, showing all the human trafficking compounds in Myanmar. They are the people that produce these scams, and the clever AI they're using, well, I've no doubt they've got it in-house. So there's everything that this company says, in my opinion, is scam, 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 and it's not even rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into it. Let's read about this company.
For months, BG Wealth Sharing and its twin operation DSJEX Exchange have been quietly spreading through communities around the world. Their pitch is seductive, guaranteed profits, AI-powered trading signals, daily returns of 1.3% to 2.6%, and a long-term three-party win-win model they claim will run for decades.
Oh, the claims they make, no proof. Anyway, I just searched for this DSJ exchange and up comes the fca.org.uk warning, and we've included this in the blog anyway. Here we can find a company. No doubt it was registered on December the 23rd, 2024. You can probably click people and there'll be one mystery man behind it all. Let's see who it is. Director, British, Australian. That sounds great. Benjamin. I don't even know if this is the same company, but theoretically, this is meant to prove some sort of ownership and some sort of stuff. And as we go on, you'll see that this website that we have here, which really got me going, was if you scroll down here enough, you've got all these stupid documents that look like they're all forged documents trying to prove they are somebody. And it just means shit. Everything was, it is actually a terrible website. Most of the graphics are all, like movable graphics, which is just stupid. Anyway, let's carry on.
They dress this all up with fake certificates, glossy infographics, emotional testimonials, planned annual meetings, and a messianic founder called Professor Stephen Beard. But once you start peeling back the layers, a very different picture emerges. One built on fabricated documents, illegal securities offerings, identity concealment, Chinese scam factory infrastructure, financial grooming, and a devastating wake of victims.
Yeah, so we always like victims to come forward, but a lot of people don't like coming forward because they are embarrassed or they want to they want to double down and get straight into the next scam.
This blog pulls together evidence from their own website, whistleblower testimony, victims who have escaped, and external research, including a tip of the hat to Oz from behind MLM, who has done outstanding work documenting this global click-a-button Ponzi ecosystem. The result is a simple message: BG wealth sharing is a scam, DSJEX is a scam, and anyone pitching this as a legitimate opportunity is either a victim turned recruiter or part of the operation.
Yeah, that's why we get this yin and yang tug of war going on with people. You don't know what you're talking about. I get paid daily. And I go, really? Well, you're scamming daily because you're getting recruitment money from when people sign up. They don't care about you when you sign up. They just want the money they get for pushing people over a cliff.
The illusion of legitimacy, fake companies, fake certificates, fake founder. Everything about BG wealth sharing begins with its mythical frontman, Professor Stephen Beard. According to their promotional material, Beard is a globally recognized financial expert who leads the DSJEX trading ecosystem and generates flawless daily trading predictions. The reality: Professor Stephen Beard does not exist outside BG's own marketing.
Yeah, so it doesn't exist. No digital footprint.
There is no academic history,
No.
no financial background, no digital footprint prior to the scam, no registration with any regulator worldwide. Even the photos of Beard appear inconsistent, AI altered, or lifted from unrelated sources.
Yeah, just goes on and on.
As Ozit behind MLM noted, BG Wealth Sharing's website source code contains Chinese language backend markers, and the domains for both BG and DSJEX are heavily rotated, classic signs of a Chinese scam operation run from Southeast Asian compounds. BG attempts to hide this truth by waving around a suite of forged certificates, all of which are now part of the knowledge base.
Yeah, so as I briefly showed you before, you can see all these certificates, all forged. Even the fonts, if you look closely, you get picking up on this. So this is darker, this is lighter. This is darker, this is lighter. An Australian company, my ass, and even like we've got a scam at the moment called prime10.co. They've been struck off the New Zealand company register because we contacted the New Zealand company register and said this company doesn't have a proper address and yada, yada, yada. But they blocked the whole website from visibility in New Zealand. So New Zealanders can't even see this company that has set up shop in New Zealand because it's been banned by our own country. In the meantime, they're using that to give themselves some credibility that they're a New Zealand company. It's just, if you know how these scams work, it took 2 months for the FMA to actually put out a warning, which is absolutely useless. But anyway, let's carry on. I don't know Chinese markets. Beta attempts to hide the truth. Seed forgeries. Good. So this is what we've found from their website.
A counterfeit Colorado Secretary of State Incorporation certificate, a laughably fake 70 million share certificate issued to Stephen Beard, a fraudulent SEC registration certificate, styled like something from Clip Art Libraries, bogus ASIC and US-based DSJ exchange document, completely fabricated letters of agency between BG and ESJEX, a fictional 10-year trading partnership certificate. The forgery is bad enough, but the purpose behind it is worse, to create the illusion of legitimacy so victims hand over real money.
So I've probably just listened to some person's message in the chat room. Thanks very much for putting your comments in there. Have you seen the event BG did in Las Vegas? No, I haven't. But that's a telltale sign of any scam, if you want my opinion. They just keep throwing money at these events that seems to give them some sort of credibility. If you've got a link of the event, I'm no doubt if I wanted to, I could probably come to here and search. Well, I'm assuming that this BG, and I don't understand why YouTube allows these people to have these websites, and promote these scams. It just makes me, like, let's just do a bit of Danny investigation here. Let's see if we can find this video, and this video. And what I want you to do is listen to the guy's voice and see whether it's the same, let's say, AI. Now, if I go Vegas, so do you see, what did you say? Vegas. V-A-G, can't spell Vegas. A-U-S. Okay, so there's one word. So here it is here. So this is the event in Vegas. And we'll just turn that sound off. Trading made easy. Everyone's getting their bags. Oh, yes. Let's have a look. It's 4 minutes long. We might actually watch this. Oh, they've all got booty bags. That's great. All right. Lots of selfies. Do we recognize anyone in here yet? They all look like professionals. Just saying. Oh, they've even come with fruit baskets. Okay. So is this the big... I didn't believe this is a big event. I thought I was going to see something a bit more glitz and glamour. We're not getting started yet. Here goes somebody on the stage. Now, where is the CEO? The AI guy. So the big CEO couldn't fly in. Okay, I'm just see if we can get rid of that music. No, I'm not going to get rid of that music. Heads or tails, and he drops the token. He can't even get that right. Oh, there we go. Heads or tails. Tails you lose, heads I win. I lost. How did I lose? That's right. Next person. So that's that lady there we're talking about. We've got profile on here. People got their hands up. Oh, scrambling over the money that they promised you. So this looks like a school hall event. So this doesn't really, never attended. Funny enough, he appeared as a projector video. Oh my God. Oh, here he is, the man at the moment in the same scene. So there he goes.
I don't know if he can hear us, but we can definitely hear him.
Well, I hope that not only Zoom viewers can hear me, but also...
Oh, yes. So let's stage that. Can't have interaction with him because that would be a bit hard for the audio team. Yeah. I do love the way they throw everyone under the bus and publicise stuff. Anyway, so that was quite cool. So, yes, no, he won't appear in person because that would be just too much. Let's have a look at the end. It's always exciting. Shame they got music through it. Could listen to it. Everyone had a feed. Oh, yes, that proves it's real. So there you go. Oh, thanks for that. I didn't know that existed. But what I'm getting at...
Well, dear BG family and friends, hello. So I prepared a little speech today. So today is July 4th, the Independence Day of the United States.
Now listen to the voice, guys. Can you not hear this?
So on this meaningful day, I'm very happy to celebrate this festival of freedom with you, of course. So I don't really think that
All
can
right, so I'm just going to drop this video and start straight into the next one and see whether we can hear a dramatic change in the voice. So I haven't even looked at these. Let's have a bit of fun.
George V would like it very much, but still, we support you on this because we. All right, so happy Sunday, everyone. On basically two valuable words in the world. One is seriousness, and the other is persistence.
He shaved today. I want to have a look at the books in the bookcase. This is things that I do. We look at the books in the bookcase, and we can see a red book, black book, red book.
Yes.
And we'll see that bottle.
Exactly. That's what we're aiming for. So in today's era,
And now we'll check out other
seems
books.
to be everything
Red
in
book,
order.
black book.
All right.
Ah,
I'll be a look.
he's changed his shelf.
This
Over
came
here, there's
from
no
the
bottle.
from the coffee shop. So dear friends and
Now, did you notice that? Now, if you look at that shelf here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 books, okay? And now we're going to go back to this one here. Oh, and we're looking at the books, all right? Now, I don't know about you, but I reckon it would be... oh, no, they're the same colour. I'll give them that. It's a blue book. Blue book, yep. And if we speed this up a little bit, we may get a different look. But he has changed the shelves around. Little things like that sometimes make my day. So all of a sudden he's redone his shelves. So this particular case, he's got that case there. Who knows? But anyway, I'm listening to...
Good afternoon. Very excited to be joining you all today on Zoom. So before the meeting officially begins...
now, when I talk, look at my mouth. You got little wee signs like that. We'll go through their teeth and everything and do a wee investigation. But the fact is that this guy doesn't exist and you never see him in public and had no digital footprint before he got started is a hard pill to swallow, just saying. And also, these are very bad quality videos. If you look at my video now, you can see I'm nice and clear. I am broadcasting through the internet and streaming onto 6 different locations. Why aren't these guys' videos clear? And I know that processing videos, that if somebody was sitting there talking, and we've seen this before in a different language, and transferring it into English, there's a lag. I don't know. And, having engagement is very hard to do when you're an AI. But anyway, I don't know if that helps. Doesn't really give you anything inclusive by me just waffling on, have a wee nose. Let's carry on. This is a red flag. Few scams ever were coming from. The FCA warning specifically lists Telegram accounts, that's his name, and their username, the websites, emails, links, VIPs, a fake UK address that belongs to an unrelated business. Normally, come on, you got to use some common sense a little bit when it comes to, that sort of, information. You can't ignore it, but people do ignore it because, they didn't want their real address on the internet, whatever. FCA warns that victims are not covered by any customer protection scheme, including the SCS. I hate those names. In other words, if your money disappears, it's all gone. The website content, a master class in manufactured trust. So you've got BG Wealth sharing website across dozens of consistently changing domain names. So there's no consistent domain names. Why would that be? If you go to deheck.com today and tomorrow I said to go to deheck.com number 56, and then tomorrow you need to go to deheck.com. Oh no, was it deheck57.com? You know what I'm saying? Presents an entire fictional universe designed to pull victims into a single belief. You are joining a legitimate long-term sharing economic... Sorry, I have to read this. I was trying to be clever.
You are joining a legitimate long-term sharing economy project that will change your life.
Are you really? Now I see something I don't like here, and I've got an opportunity to make it look a bit nicer. So let's go through and edit my blog. There it is. We're going to make that not bold. I'm going to put speech marks, and then we'll come back to go update. And then when I come back to here, before you know it, update, and I hit refresh. See, it's nicer now. You are joining a legitimate long-term sharing economic project that will change your life. The content is drenched with emotional appeals. Share is freedom? Sharing?
Sharing is
Oh
freedom.
my God, everyone can participate. Everybody. Doesn't matter what age you are, doesn't matter what authenticity you come from. Ordinary people become extraordinary, become financially free within 6 months. Oh. And that's what we got yesterday from one guy. He was telling us that he become in this scam? Yeah, he was a real estate realtor and he was looking for somebody to take over his real business because he wanted to become financially free by promoting this business. I can't even read that word.
Long-termism leads to wealth compounding.
Okay, so compounding your money, which means they don't want you to take the money off the platform. And if you really believe, you'll leave your money in the platform, which is also a telltale sign of any Ponzi scheme or scam. None of this has anything to do with investing. It's all I presume that's psychological conditioning.
Psychological conditioning.
Yep, prepping victims to ignore their doubts and trust the group. Trading signals, the heart of the scam. So we've busted a lot of scams lately that have a professor and they tell you to cut and paste the trading signals he gives you into a place on the screen. And then when the artificial trade happens, that's how they generate all the income. And they're doing high-tech arbitrage trading that you don't understand. So high tech, you need to tell someone to log into the platform twice a day and cut and paste a bit of code and put it over here so it does the trading. If you don't do that, you miss out. And that's to keep you in touch with the platform. Of course, the high tech trading is so high tech that they need you to cut and paste text every day. But because you're doing something, in your brain, you actually think that you deserve to be paid.
BG lures people in with the promise of 2 fixed trading signals per day, allegedly with a 99.6% accuracy rate, a statistical impossibility outside of fantasy. They then expand into additional dynamic signals, permanent signals, and VIP signals based entirely on recruitment performance. The message is clear: the more people you bring in, the more fake trades you get to click. Their daily schedule reveals the truth.
Yeah. So you lose me again, Susie. People are trying to break us up. What's happening? Yeah, it did that yesterday too, didn't it? Don't know what time it was.
Every signal is just a timed button press, nothing more. Clicking buttons does not execute real trades. Clicking buttons does not generate real profit. Clicking buttons does not move cryptocurrency markets.
This is stupid thinking, guys. I mean, I don't know if you jump out of one scam onto the other scam, and then all of a sudden you think that by clicking a button on a mouse, if you went to transfer money from a PayPal account into your bank account, would it just be a couple of clicks? It's quite complicated, isn't it? You need to do your two-step verification. Sometimes you need to click on an email to get the code so you can open up your PayPal account. Then you have to make sure you select the right bank account. Then you have to make sure you have enough fees in here and all this sort of carry on. That's just transferring money from PayPal to your bank. I did it today. That's why I know. Thank you very much, Susie. That really was needed this week. Just saying. But, this is what people come accustomed to. They just think that this is how you generate income. This is bullshit. You don't make money by clicking on a couple of buttons. It's not how you do it. And if it sounds too good to be true, it is because it's too good to be true.
The system pays early investors using new deposits. Classic Ponzi recycling disguised as AI trading. Again, a tip of the hat to Oz, who has tracked hundreds of identical click-to-earn Ponzis dating back to 2021, from MTX and QTCP Coin to MTS Foundation and Finopta. They all follow the same pattern: fake trading, real deposits, real losses.
Yeah, go get a product or a service and find somebody who wants it. Find the market rate. Find your competitors that are doing what you want to do. Look at them, copy them if you have to. But, don't think that building a business is just doing trades that are governed from an app that changes every 10 minutes.
The compensation plan, recruitment, not investment. BG Wealth Sharing hides a full MLM structure behind the trading facade. Their visual charts show 12 rank levels, LV1, LV12, monthly payouts that supposedly reach $100,000 to $1 million, multi-level recruitment trees, A1, A5 modeling, dynamic bonuses for every new deposit, team dinners and recruitment events that reward organizers with cash.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine going to an event where they just throw money at people who are promoting it, like they're some sort of heroes. You get charisma. What link are you talking about sharing again, Suze? Are you talking about the ones that you did yesterday where they keep changing so you must be behind, because I was talking about that about 5-10 minutes ago. But yeah, I was talking about how they keep changing the numbers on the domain name. So they'll have Danny600.com, and then they'll have Danny601.com, Danny602.com. And every time they change identity, they come up with a new domain name, because after these domain names get kicked off, they just keep renumbering them. It's really that bad.
The recruitment requirements are unmistakable. Recruit 5 direct members, build teams of 25, 125, 500, 5,000, and even 300,000 people. Maintain strict activity. No multiple accounts, a convenient excuse to freeze withdrawals.
Oh my goodness, recruits 5 members. So that's what you're meant to do. So when they first talk to you, if we went back to that idiot in the video, he talks about how it's so important to get your first 5 members. And then they said, and one of those members that he joined, he talked about it yesterday because I was silly enough to watch it. He was going on about how one of those members changed his life because he got the right people when he was 5. So the whole thing about this scam is you need to recruit 5 idiots who are stupider than you to sign up, and then they go away and promote it. And that's how the business grows. And then you go, what are they actually doing? They don't talk about that. It's all about
The
recruitment.
mathematics is absurd. No country has infinite recruits. No market can support exponential growth. No investment can legally promise 60% monthly returns with zero risk, zero cost, guaranteed compounding. These guarantees alone are a red flag so bright it should be visible from space.
Look how bad the graphic is. I don't know if you can see it, but this is on the official website for however long that's going to last. And 5 direct people reports, you get a bonus percentage of 50%. And then minimum salary, 30%. Promotional reward, whatever that means, 100. And then you get into the big time as you go through the list. Important notes. There's always read the notes. But you're not, what you're doing when you sign up for something like this, you're not actually part of a financial ecosystem. You're part of a fraud. It was all fraudulent stuff. And the disgusting part about it, it's been ran by the human trafficking compounds. And that's what you're participating in. You're actually feeding people that are, making people die by suicide. I've seen videos. I've got access to videos right now of people being tortured, buried alive, chained. I've even got a video of a guy that jumped off a building, tasered. These are all people that work in these human trafficking compounds where this scam will be running out of. So by having a wee play in the first world countries, you're actually just supporting scams, and you're actually people who create these, if they don't get to their quota each day, they get tortured. If they don't participate in scamming, they get tortured. So when you get all those, little wee WhatsApp messages going, hello, how are you today? Hello, Mr. or hello, Mrs. These are all people that are enslaved working. So don't play with them. Reddit whistleblower. Now, this is quite interesting. So there's a Reddit comment. I used to have a Reddit account, but it got deleted. So then I set up another one that got deleted. And then I set up another one that got deleted. For some reason,
A
I'm not
detailed
allowed to read
report
it.
from Reddit, now fully part of the knowledge base, confirms the inner workings of the scam, including the chilling moment the group finally snapped. He froze the accounts of over 200 people, took everyone's money out, and claimed it would be returned in 6 months. Stephen Beard and his assistant Eleanor.
Yeah. So this is what Stephen Beard, your friendly AI assistant, actually did. Let's have a listen.
Blocked victims on bond chat, threatened members who discussed the freeze, ordered no talk of this in the main group, or you lose your money, confiscated funds without consent, removed team leaders who stopped recruiting, withheld dividends from anyone who missed Zoom calls imposed withdrawal caps under $2,000 required reasons for every withdrawal request. This is exactly how Ponzi collapses unfold.
Right. So this is the scam that you're looking at the moment. This was their domain name that's been blocked. Now look, here we go again. 88. Read it. 77. Read it. Oh, I don't know. That's the same one. 77. Did I hit it twice? 78. 78. Did I click on it twice? 79. 79. 80. 80. 81. 82. 85. 86. 87. So these are all domain names blocked. So you'd need a VPN to get in here to have a look at these. So a lot of the stuff that we're busting at the moment, we report these websites to government agencies and they go, oh, it's you can't see it in New Zealand. What they do is you go into these chat rooms and they give you, they tell you you need a VPN to view these websites. And they'll tell you what codes to use so you can make them visible, just to hide from the regulators. So that's what they're doing, and that's why Susie's pinged me all those sites. So this guy is a fraud, and he doesn't have a digital footprint. The FCA's already flagged them. The company reports are all totally bogus, and still people sign up for these scams and lose money. Why is that? Anyone want to let us know? Put your comments in the chat room. Is it greed? Is it desperation? Is it hope? There's one of those three things.
The scam only needs one moment where withdrawals exceed deposits. From that point on, blaming victims, freezing accounts, inventing excuses, creating new rules, cutting off communication, switching to new domains, relaunching under a new brand, becomes the standard playbook. BG Wealth Sharing has already demonstrated every element of that collapse sequence.
Right, now, that's a good question, Microsoft Certified Trainer. And the answer to that question is, last time I put these domain names into Wayback Machine, or otherwise known as archive.org, they somehow blocked the Wayback Machine getting in there. So here we go. So that they are not there. So we did have, if we just go back to what Susie's so generously given us to digest, we're going to go to change that to 88. And, oh, there we go. So way back in 2013, somebody was using that domain name. It will be totally unconnected. But there's no grabs recently. So now we're going to go to 88. We will go to 79. All right. And that one has, oh, that did get grabbed. All right. Let's have a look. Good thinking, Microsoft Certified Trainer. So September the 20th, there was a grab. And I bet this will be black. What's the bet? Okay, let's have a wee look. And yeah, I'm going blank. I'll be surprised. Oh, no. Okay. There you go. And this looks like it. So we did manage to get one capture. And for shits and giggles, I'm actually going to put that back into the chat room so we know which one it is. And if we are listening to this, if you went to dsj079.com, you would see this is what we've got to play with. So I believe that they are using clever software to actually stop the Wayback Machine indexing, because that's all we've got is this little graphic here. You can do some other fun-filled things. You can right-click and you can go inspect. And inspect, we can sometimes go to console. And if you go to the console, you can go sources. You can actually break into these websites. Sometimes, I'm not sure if we're breaking into the Wayback Machine or the actual code that is for the right website, if that makes sense. Probably not, but that's okay. I'll just have a wee quick look here while I'm here. Buttons. Let's just see if I can find anything to do with images, which is always quite good. But at the moment, there doesn't seem to be boxes, buttons. No. I'm looking for graphics. Archive.org includes. No. Console. it's all gobbledygoo for Danny. Here we go here. So this has got something in it. I can go over web. Interesting, but nothing really. It's just the snippet here hasn't given us anything. It's an iframe. So maybe that's how they stop it being indexed, by putting everything into an iframe. I don't know, but there you go. Go do your own investigation work. Let us know if you find anything. But, you know, technically speaking, you might be able to go to that website today. If I had a VPN, I could go there. But the problem is I'm broadcasting live and it doesn't really work. But good stuff, Suze. Thanks for that. That made my day interesting. What have we got here? WebOrg. Oh, no, I've just done that. The only thing it shows is the static page. It does. I'm actually curious, though. I'm going to have another look at another one. And let's just do another one. We'll go archive. Whoops. Archive. Let's have a look at another one. No. Oh, we've got me going now, Suze. Let's have a look. Archive. Let's change it to 90. I wouldn't mind just seeing if there's another one. So what does a genuine company need so many domain names? That's a fair question, isn't it? 95, I think we already did. We'll go to 93. No. Let's go to 86. 86. 86. Oh, no. Oh, we're going to do one more now. 85. Did we already do 85? Can't remember. Anyway. Nope. Let's go 81. 81. Let's have a look. 81. No. 79. 79. I think we already did that one, didn't we? Yeah, 79 we've done. Let's go 82. 82. So the Wayback Machine will pick things up, but normally it has to be online for probably a good 6 months would be fair. And now we're going to 93. So yeah, so nothing pops up, but we did manage to find one. Incredible. Anyway, domain swaps. This is probably going on about what we just went on about. A scam trying to outrun its victims. Here are some confirmed BG DSJEX domains from your evidence. So this come from us from FCA and also Oz, Oz from Behind the MM printed out these stuff here. So that's not going to help you, but anyway. So I'm actually curious. Now didn't come this far just to come this far. I'm just going to shut down these domain names while sharing. Get rid of that one. And I'm going to see if any of these domain names have a history as well. .com. So this one here did. So that's good. But these are probably the bigger domain names that they got before they got shut down. And we'll go there. And what else have we got? Another domain name. We'll try something. That one there. No. We'll try a 12 one. Oh, no, these won't be anything. They'll just be people who have ordered those domain names once and then nothing happened. The scam never went back to August 2018. Internal server error. Oh my God. It actually come up. So this is a look at their website on the Wayback Machine. And do you want to compare fake certificate numbers with fake certificates? Notice the fonts. This is darker. This is lighter. You know, that's really good forgeries. Company house. Yeah, here they are. London. I thought this one was Australia last time. The Exchange. Oh, here they are. Nice royalty-free photos. Calculators. Ending up with the money. It gets stupid, doesn't it? All right, you get the idea. Dumb domain names. Why would you get involved? The rapid rotation is not a system upgrade. It is an evasion of law enforcement and victims. Did I get that right?
Evasion.
Oh, when a platform appears, the scammers simply push everyone into the next identical site, then pretending it's improved version. I don't know that. The final and the most important point: real money in, no money out. Ponzi schemes always reach the same destination. Early participants believe it's real. The middle participants think that risk-free income is normal. Late participants lose everything. The operators vanish, the new scam launches under a different name, and the cycle repeats. It really is that crazy. BG wealth sharing is there now. The freeze has begun. The excuses have started, and the victims are piling up. And the operators are already shifting victims onto new domain names. So the conclusion of this blog, BG Wealth Management Sharing, is textbook Ponzi. Get out, speak up, and warn others. Stop letting this crime happen. The fake professor, the fake licenses, the fake trading signals, the fake stock exchanges, the fake SEC filings, the fabricated ASIC documents, the scripted testimonials, the doctored event photos, the bond. Oh, look at this. There's that chat room. So this chat program they're using is from China, and they can monitor everyone that's chatting in it, even if you think you're chatting privately. It's absolutely disgusting. China should be shot with that one. Unrealistic return tables, multi-level recruitment model, account freezing, blaming the victims, domain swaps, FCA warnings, Reddit whistleblower evidence, and the full Ponzi structure documented by none only Oz from behind MOM points in one direction. PG Wealth is not an investment opportunity. It is organized financial crime. If someone you know is trying to recruit you, understand this clearly. They are either being scammed or helping. They are being scammed or helping scam you. There's no third option. The most powerful thing you can do is share this information. It may save someone. So yes, share my videos, guys. Get these videos out. If you want to know more about me and how I do my investigations, we don't hack into people's computers. We rely on publicly available records, archive web pages, as you just saw, corporate filings, domain name data, social media activity, open blockchain transactions. If this company was doing amazing trading, we'd be able to see it on the blockchain and we'd be able to follow a trade all the way through. This is straight recruitment. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And they want you to recruit 5 people out of the gate. No private data, no hacking, no unlawful access methods were used. This is all open source intelligence. If you don't know who I am, I don't know where you've been. About the author, I'm Danny DeHeck. Now, as I mentioned in my previous video, I actually am now in Wikipedia. Huh, that's not me. That's meant to be Wikipedia there, isn't it? 404 error. What happened then? That's no good. Is that not the right page? Oh, look like I've got problems. Is that author? I think we've got problems, ladies and gentlemen. Might just right click on that. Copy link address. What did I do then? Oh, look at that. It hasn't done its thing properly. Well, I must fix that one up. Actually, do I need to fix that up now? I might fix that up now. Always say you can do a job in 1 minute. Do it straight away. What have we got here? 2 things I'm going to do is I'm going to... I can't edit that live. Hold it, 1 minute, please call it. We're now getting into that there. So what have we got? Let's go back. Let's go edit the post. Search for Danny DeHeck. That's my. Find Wikipedia. Grab the link. And let's see what happened here. Danny DeHeck. What was wrong with that one? Oh, that's interesting. So for some reason, we've stuffed up. So let's fix it. Donk. And we'll open that in a new window. Update. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder why I did wrong there. Anyway, must have got excited and did something wrong. So that should, and now I'm just curious whether I've stuffed up another thing. So I have to go have a look now, don't I? There. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to edit the contact us button then, don't I? Oh, no, look at that. The same. So I'm going to go fix that page. put Danny the Heck. When people wonder who Danny the Heck is, I go click, and I now put my Wikipedia link in there. Open up a new page, and it's beautiful. And then I go back to here. I want to just check my last few blogs, make sure they go into the right pages inside. Let's have a look. We go down here and click on that. Is that going to work? Wikipedia, I can tell it works straight away. Beautiful. Let's try this one. Down the bottom, Wikipedia. I've got problems. Well, I need to fix that, don't I? I don't even know how to edit that page. Anyway, so that's good to know. Well, there you go. I've updated something and stuffed up something, so I'll need to fix that offline. So that's cool. Anyway, hopefully that helped you guys. If you want to know more about BG Wealth sharing, sharing is caring. Well, not in this case, sharing is stealing. So that's me, and that's my blog, all about that opportunity. Now, if you haven't, if you want to join, subscribe to the YouTube channel, it's much appreciated. If you can support me in any which way or form, it's lovely. If you go to the description of this video, you will find a link that goes to the blog. You can read all about it to your heart's content. Also, when you're on my blog, you'll see there's ways that you can support me. If I've saved you some money in some which way or form, or you want to share my content, it's much appreciated. If I have saved you some money, please show us some love by buying us a cup of coffee. It goes a long way. I do like coffee, but I use the money to actually fund my lifestyle, which is just so exciting at the moment. I can't even express how exciting it is. Anyway, I'm Danny the Heck, and that's another video trying to warn mum and dad investors from getting involved in opportunities that are too good to be true. And that one there is probably one of the worst opportunities I've actually seen. It's a disgusting one. There's nothing about that even tickles my fancy. Just saying. See you in the next video, guys. Hi guys, I'm still here. All right, so that's 2 videos recorded. I don't know if I can do the next one. I'm a bit disappointed with my author thingy though, because that's not working the way it should. So let's go and fix that. Let's see what I've got here. Danny the Heck. Let's see. We'll have a look. You can come along and enjoy the problem I've got here. So the crypto Ponzi scheme of India. Where's that 404 page come from? I wonder. Because I thought I updated that. Does that still work? Yeah, it does. Is that the same page as this? No, it's not the same page. Oh, well, I've got some work to do then, don't I? So what I was going to do is come down to here and find the author. Yeah, that's all gone wrong. Wow. So I need to go into edit and go down to this page here. And I need to go into the code and find out what I've done. I'm Danny the Heck. So there's a space in there. So I need to get that code there. I need to go into general. I need to go into settings, tools. All right. So I'm just going to put you on another screen for a second. I don't want you to see what I do here. Search and replace. I'm going to search and replace. I'm going to find that code, replace it with that code, and that there in post, do a dry run, save. Yeah, right. Now I need to go to that, and I need to go to this. See what's gone wrong, I think. Alrighty, so now I can go save and replace. Alrighty, I still don't know where that page comes from though. Book me. So my 404 error page has been naughty. I wonder if I can actually go to my 404 error page. Alright, so let's have a look back here. I don't even know I have got pages. All pages. 404. Do I have a 404 error page? Login. Privacy. Obviously got something going on wrong here. Anyway, I'll fix that later on. All right, so what I did fix just now, I think, is I'm going to go, I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to go inside my Wikipedia page, inside that page, click on that one, 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 shut that one down, and then come down to the bottom here, and these should be all fixed. Wikipedia, yes. To the bottom, to the bottom, to the bottom, to the bottom. Yes. To the bottom. So yes, I've ran a script over the page, and yes, Wikipedia. That's good. Do you realize my Andrew page got heaps of views, which was quite amazing. Wikipedia. This one here. Wikipedia. Just making sure that they're all updating. So I've updated about 200 pages of my blog just in seconds. So this one here is not correct. So that one there needs to be edited. Right, so now I need to go edit, and I need to go back. This one here is edited. So something's gone wrong. It's always something gone wrong. So we go down to here, and I go to this one here. I need to highlight that, and there. Alrighty. So I need to figure out something's gone wrong. Alrighty, I'm just going to put you back over here, and I'm just going to go do something clever. We're going to go to Tools. I'm going to go Search and Replace. That one, and we'll be back on the show in a wee while. Post and Media. Okay, untick that, save changes, and now I need to go get, shut down the Wayback Machine, and find that bar there. Hope you don't mind me doing this, guys. We'll test it in a second. Done. Alrighty, I think that's going to work. And I'm going to go save changes to database. I think it was a victim Reddit post. Yeah, you can search Reddit and you'll find them pretty easily. 2 cells updated. Oh, that's interesting. So if I hit refresh on this page here, go back to here so you can have a bit of entertainment. Right, so now we need to go to the code, and technically speaking, this should link through to the correct one. Oh, Danny the heck. And it is. Oh, that's good. Alrighty. Let's have a look. Alrighty, so that's good. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of Wikipedia once again. Right, so now we need to start doing video number 3. And video number 3 is a bit more complicated one, this one. I don't even know what scam this one was, but we did this yesterday, and there I am looking horrified. And it's called a wallet.
OPTEQ wallet.
OPTEQ wallet migration. Yeah, and I haven't got my head around this one really, I'll be honest, but I think this is about a wallet that you can basically use as your official wallet. And when you transfer money, there's no fees. Am I right? I hope so. All right, let's have a look at some of the comments. Nice to have you in here. The amazing green cat, 4,044. Scam has its origins in Southeast Asia. Well, that says it all, doesn't it? It's also the most of the people who are recruited are barely English speaking. I know they do go after the black African communities, which is always a bit interesting. In saying that, so now I need to work on my speech for this one, and the speech is, before we dive into this investigation, let's make one thing clear. OPTEQ is
OPTEQ.
OPTEQ is presenting itself as a simple modern-based secure wallet with coin holders. and it's spelt with a Q, blah, blah. In the surface, it sounds harmless. You've told it will be instant, free, no gas fees, self-custodial, and powered by Crossmit, a well-known wallet infrastructure provider. Cupid, I'm going to just call it QP, claims that by moving into their wallet, you will get better security, fast performance, and easier access to digital assets. But here's the real issue. It's going to be tricky for me to read this one, but I'm going to have a go. So let's get rid of all the other stuff. I'm going to have a wee listen to it first.
Before you dive into this investigation, let's make one thing clear. OPTEQ is presenting itself as a simple, modern, secure crypto wallet, and right now their biggest push is the forced migration of all coin holders into this new system. On the surface, it sounds harmless. You're told it will be instant, free, no gas fees, self-custodial, and powered by Crossmint, a well-known wallet infrastructure provider. OPTEQ claims that by moving your coin into their new wallet, you'll get better security, faster performance, and easier access to your digital assets. But here's the real issue. Many people are signing up without fully understanding what they're agreeing to, who is behind OPTEQ, or what actually happens to their coin after migration. That's where things get risky. Whenever a platform tells you to migrate, trust, or upgrade, especially when it involves a troubled asset like coin, you should stop and ask, who actually controls this ecosystem now? Why is the migration necessary? What happens if something goes wrong? Is this improving my safety, or just shifting the problem somewhere else? This blog isn't here to tell you what to do, it's here to give you the facts, the patterns, and the red flags so you can make an informed decision before you hand over control of anything. If you're a coin holder, a cautious investor, or someone who's been burned by too good to be true platforms in the past, this deep dive will help you understand exactly what OPTEQ is promising, and why blind trust is the fastest way to lose your money in the crypto world.
Yeah, I'm going to struggle reading all that. Let's see what we can do though, eh? Let's get into it. I'm good all day. Number 3 video. I'm just reading all my correspondence that come. I just get continuously emailed from people. Drafts. I've got this draft thing. Why did that not work? I'm just having a look at something here that's really weird. Oh, there's a full stop there. That's why. God, this goes on and on, doesn't it? Right, I need to send that off. And send. Oh, that's good. It's got one email sent. Alrighty, okay, well, let's get into it. Let's get into it next. Number. Before you dive into the investigation, let's make one thing. Oh, I can't even say the word. Is open.
OPTEQ.
OPTEQ. Practicing. Let's ready. Let's go and do it. Before you dive into this investigation, let's make one thing clear. OPTEQ is presenting itself as a simple, modern, secure crypto wallet. And right now, the biggest push is the forced migration of all coin holders into its new system. On the surface, it sounds like a harmless. You're told it will be instant, free, no gas fees, and self-custodial, which is all very exciting if you're in the crypto world, and powered by Crossmit. Fantastic. A well-known wallet infrastructure provider. I've forgotten that word already, and I practice it over and over again.
OPTEQ.
OPTEQ claims that by moving your coin, which is spelt with not a C but a Q, into their new wallet, you'll get better security, faster performance, and easier access to your digital assets. Or will they get easier access to your digital assets? But here's the real issue. Many people are signing up without fully understanding what they are agreeing to, who is really behind OPTEQ and what actually happens to their coin after the migration. There's a few things that you'll absolutely need to know if you are associated to OPTEQ. That's where things get tricky. Whenever a platform tells you to migrate, trust, or upgrade, especially when it involves a troubled asset like coin with a Q, you should stop and ask, who actually controls the ecosystem now? Why is the migration necessary? And what happens if something goes wrong? Is this providing my safety or just shifting the problem somewhere else? This blog that we're going to have a look at will tell you what to do. It's here to give you the facts, the patterns, and the red flags so you can make an informed decision before you hand over control of anything that's yours to someone else. If you're a coin holder, a cautious investor, or someone who's been burnt by too good to be true platforms in the past, this deep dive will help you understand exactly what OPTEQ is promising and why blind trust is the fastest way to lose your money in the crypto world. Stop doing it, guys. Anyway, lovely enough, I managed to look at this yesterday and decided to do a video. The video is me sitting in front of the computer, horrified about what I'm reading. The first thing I did is ticked out their terms and conditions, and you are not covered by a brass razoo. It is absolutely shocking, and we'll go through this blog. So if you are going to use, was it OPTEQ, and you're thinking about getting involved, you need to listen up and stop being silly with your money. And I'm going to help you because I don't want anyone to lose their money. Now, if this is the first time you've watched me on video, what I do is I go and I expose scams and I help mum and dad investors from losing their money. So you can go to my website, of course, you can click on my Koha, and on the Koha thing here, you can actually support me by helping me do scam investigations. I'm 15% towards my $10,000 goal. I normally need about $200 or $300 to do a good investigation, and I'm here to help highlight all the red flags that you may see. The other exciting thing you can do, if you really want to, is you can join and become a scam snifter, a digital sleuth, or a Ponzi slayer, or go for the big time and become a Avenger for life. We have a lot of Avengers that help me fight these Ponzi schemes and scams. So I'm not doing it for the money, but I need money to survive. And as you can see, I don't even know how to operate a computer. So maybe I'll use that money to what do you call it, get some computer lessons. Anyway, so I prepared this blog yesterday and I wanted to do a video to help drive the point home what's actually happening when you download this wallet and you start giving them all your social security numbers, your KYC details, your mother's maiden name, your frog's code words, and all this sort of carry on. What are you up to? And this may actually shock you. So let's get straight into it. It's not rocket science.
OPTEQ wallet and coin migration. Is this a scam or a genuine platform? If you're being told to migrate your coin into a new OPTEQ wallet, promised instant transactions, no gas fees, and a future-ready blockchain experience, you need to stop and think very carefully.
Right. So does that sound too good to be true? Everyone pays gas fees when exchanging crypto, and then all of a sudden along comes this platform where you put all your loot into it, and then they don't charge you any gas fees. It sounds too good to be true? It does. That's the first red flag.
On the surface, OPTEQ presents itself as a modern, user-friendly gateway into blockchain ownership, but underneath the glossy branding sits a complex, fragmented, and deeply concerning structure that everyday users are expected to trust without question.
Yeah, just trust us, bro. Just because it looks good, trust it. Don't.
This is my OSINT-driven look into OPTEQ, the company behind it, the connection to coin, the terms you unknowingly agree to, and why I believe this entire setup is extremely high risk for mum and dad investors.
I do, and it's truly my opinion. Do what you like with your money, but don't say I didn't warn you first.
Why OPTEQ exists in the first place. OPTEQ is being pushed as the official migration tool for coin holders. If you've followed the coin story even loosely, you'll know their old ecosystem was hit with serious regulatory trouble. Rather than fixing those issues transparently, the project has resurfaced with a new chain, new wallet, and new branding. And
Yeah. Whoops.
OPTEQ is at the center of the transition.
Yeah. So this company has already been scrutinized, flogged, and I assume they would have got into trouble legally. And now they're continuing doing the same things. Well, let's listen to what the blog says.
This isn't a standalone wallet app. OPTEQ is the front end of a tightly controlled, custom-built coin pipeline. You're not selecting a random wallet from the App Store. You're being funneled into a proprietary system designed by the same ecosystem that regulators have already ruled against.
So, yes, so they've already been smacked around the head, and they've had their ear twisted, and they've been told not to do it, and they still continue.
And that's the first major red flag.
Right, so let me tell you a little bit about that statement and why you should, I'm just going to read that paragraph there if you don't mind.
The company behind OPTEQ, an offshore shell OPTEQ, is operated by Operations Tech Limited, a company incorporated in the British Virgin Islands.
Hold it. Did somebody say British Virgin Islands? Hey, do you know why they do it? Because it's just so hard to prosecute people all the way in the British Virgin Islands. And the fact is, you don't know this yet, but you can't do class action lawsuits against this company. As soon as you sign up, you waiver all that. So that means if you wanted to take this company to the cleaners and do a lawsuit, you have to do it all by yourself, which would require a lot of money. And you have to probably go all the way to the British Virgin Islands to do so.
I've
sure
been
it's
around
lovely
this
there.
industry long enough to know that companies don't base themselves in the BVI because they enjoy the tropical weather. They choose the BVI because it offers near total secrecy, minimal public disclosure, and hard to enforce legal recourse for customers. If something goes wrong, you're effectively dealing with a corporate ghost.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said, wasn't it?
For years, I've exposed MLMs, crypto schemes, and offshore operations. This structure is identical. The business is offshore. The services are global. The liability is buried. The users carry the risk. And OPTEQ fits that mold perfectly.
Yeah, so basically, if it all goes pear-shaped, they're just going to throw it all back on your lap and say you can't do anything about it. Does that sound like a company you want to be part of? Don't think so, Tim.
The crossmint layer, another obstacle between you and accountability. OPTEQ doesn't even run the wallet infrastructure. Instead, it partners with Crossmint, a large digital asset infrastructure company operating under different laws, different regulators, and different jurisdictions depending on which feature you use. When you sign up to OPTEQ, you automatically agree to both sets of terms, whether you realize it or not.
Yeah, now that was really big for us yesterday. I don't even know if I've actually linked this through. I have. But when you come along here and you, I can log in. I think I've got my login. I'll probably have to do an email. Oh, I'm still logged in. So now I'm logged in. It's great, but it's powered by Crossmint. And Crossmint had their own terms and conditions. Now, when I first come along here yesterday and got started, I couldn't find those terms and conditions anywhere on this website. I go down to the bottom and I can find terms and conditions and privacy agreements and the like, but there's no connection to this app, to this Crossmint until I went through the process of signing up. So let's just sign up and let's just, right. And then I put in a legitimate email address, which is obviously a bogus one, and then it will email me, I think, excuse me. Yeah, so it wants my 6-digit code. So by this time, you've already got my email address, even if, and now I'll go get that code and put that in there, and then it will pop up a box, which we did in yesterday's video, and I can't go any further unless I agree to the terms and conditions of this company that I didn't even know anything about at that point. So that's just disgusting. So where did we get up to? Oh no. Company behind Offshore Limited, Crossmint layer, the Crossmint layer, maybe, yep, I think we got to about here. So I'm just going to read that paragraph so we've got the flow going, and let's get into it.
When you sign up to OPTEQ, you automatically agree to both sets of terms, whether you realize it or not. OPTEQ, BVI law, BVI arbitration, offshore protections, crossment, New York arbitration, Spanish regulators, strict liability caps. This means you're entering a two-layered legal labyrinth, where every single path leads you away from consumer protection and towards private arbitration under foreign law. The moment you click I accept, you give away every meaningful right you have.
Yeah, so let's have a wee look, actually. Why don't we just do that again? I'm just going to go back and join for free. Look at this one, Sue. Okay. And then I go here, create an account. I go back and get my 6-digit code. 1 minute, please, caller. There it is. So now I've got my 6-digit code. So this would be alarm bells. And then what do I get? I don't know if you can see the pop-up. It asked me to create a password, which we're just going to go. Now this would be interesting. I normally create stupid passwords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see if it lets me. No. Okay, so then I'm going to go some other characters in there. Let's see if that lets me. I still created a very basic password. So now we've got here, and this is the first time I actually find these terms and conditions. So I click on here, and then we put all these terms and conditions into AI, which there's quite a few. And in here, basically, you haven't got a shit show in hell of getting any support if it all goes pear-shaped. We didn't read these, like no one does, but we put them all into AI and then asked it to help us produce this blog. So we did the dirty work for you. Have a listen to what that actually means.
OPTEQ, BVI law, BVI arbitration, offshore protections, crossment, New York
I'm not going to let you listen to that again. I'm pretty sure we did read that. You'll have to go back and read it if you did want to read it. But let's read the second part of it.
Let me emphasize this clearly. If your funds are lost, stolen, frozen, inaccessible, or mishandled, you will be fighting a BVI company and a US-based company through arbitration with cat liability and no class action rights. That is not a user-first system. That is a risk offloading machine.
So what they're actually saying here, if something goes wrong, you can't get a group of people together and do a class action lawsuit. And you can only do class action lawsuits, I believe, in America. But this is as we pointed out, this CrossMit company seems to be an American company, but why are you using what I believe a white labeled service slammed on the top of another company to, run this? It's just bullshit. So don't get involved, is my opinion. Market versus reality. OPTEQ marketing is polished. Next generation security, my ass. I just created a password, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I went QAWS. That's my password. No special characters, no nothing. So I don't know what they're saying. No seed phrases. Swipe between wallets. I mean, great security there, guys. Instant transactions. That sounds good. I've just lost all my money instantly. Your assets, your control. Next generation security. Well, I saw nothing. We've just gone in here. I just need to tick here and click continue. And here I go. Set up your passkey. So my passkeys, I've got a Mac. Next minute, use my fingerprint and I'm in. All right. No two-step verification needed. And passkey is ready. And now I feel like I've done something clever, but I've just given access to everything. And here I am. And it's in Australian dollars again because it's using my knowledge. And it's powered by CrossMit, which I didn't know about 3 minutes ago, but now I do. Anyway, but when you read the terms, which is 99% of what users won't, it becomes clear that almost every line of marketing is contradicted, is it?
Contradicted by legal disclaimers.
Right, so this is what you actually signed up for by ticking those buttons to hurry up and get in there.
They don't store your private keys. They can't recover your access. You bear 100% of credential security risk. Your wallet is as is with no guarantees. Digital asset purchases are non-refundable, non-reversible. Lost credentials mean permanent loss of funds.
Boom.
They cap their maximum liability at around the price of a cheap dinner. They can repossess digital assets in certain circumstances.
In other words, simply, in other words, I don't even know what that says.
The simplicity is for them.
Oh, yes.
The risk is for you.
Yeah, so they've kept it really simple for them, but the risk is major for you. Quite simple.
The coin problem doesn't disappear. It migrates with your coin's regulatory history is not a footnote. It's the entire context for why OPTEQ exists. A major regulatory body found Coin's original system to be misleading and operating without the proper licensing. Their blockchain, their merchant claims, their wallet setup, all were heavily criticized.
Yep. Oh, another Ponzi scheme's just fallen over. This one is called, it's on the front page of Behind MOM. What's it called?
Quinix Ponzi collapses.
Quinix.
Coinage Bits recovery scam.
Oh, yeah. Another one. Okay, so now what have we got? So, did I just not read what I should have read there? I think I'm just doubling up here. Sorry about this, guys. I think I have doubled up. I should have listened to myself.
Instead of addressing those issues transparently, the project launched a brand new chain, a brand new wallet system, and a brand new migration pipeline. The timing is not a coincidence. It's damage control.
Oh, look, I think I missed that. The CoinCoin problem doesn't disappear. It migrates with you. CoinCoin's regulated history is not a footnote. It's in the entire context. Oh, I'm not reading this very well. Sorry, guys. I think I just stuffed up on that whole paragraph, and I'm not going to make you read it again. But if you want to read the blog, the description will be in the video. And go have a look at this blog. I'm going to go back into... it's just, you know, like what I'm saying is people don't read. People don't take the time to think about stuff. And when it all goes pear-shaped, it's harder to unravel something that's all in knots than it is not to get involved in the first place. Just saying.
OPTEQ becomes the gateway to the new system, complete with fresh branding and updated technical jargon, but none of the core consumer protection issues solved. This is not innovation, it's repackaging.
Yeah. So, yeah, so they reskinned the project, put new pictures on top of it, and it's completely the same. Just saying.
The migration pressure tells its own story anytime a company frames a migration as urgent, mandatory, necessary to avoid losing access, the only way forward. You're not being offered a service. You're being herded.
Yeah, so obviously it's fallen over, damage control, and all the excuses they come up with are just bullshit.
Users report
Simple.
issues like balances disappearing, confusion about wallet ownership, and being told the old chain is becoming unusable. This behavior is familiar to anyone who has studied crypto collapses. When the foundation is cracking, a migration is the quickest way to consolidate control before users start asking too many questions. OPTEQ is positioned as a solution, but the language around it is textbook pressure behavior.
Yeah. Who really benefits from this system? Well, let's break that down for you.
Who really benefits from this system? Let's break it down. Coin needs a clean slate after regulatory trouble. OPTEQ provides a new, shiny wrapper for the migration. Crossmint provides the underlying wallet so the responsibility is shared and diffused. You, the user, click agree and instantly step into a multi-jurisdictional maze, where you carry all the risk, and they carry almost none.
Yeah, so think about this.
This is not transparency. This is not protection. This is a cleverly engineered risk shielding system.
Yeah, so it all goes wrong. Who are you going to blame? You're going to blame one of the three companies here. And they've all got different terms and conditions, different jurisdictions, and they're all going to be pointing the blame game, and you're just going to get nowhere unless you've got millions and millions of dollars to take these guys to court. You're just buggered. So don't even bother getting involved. It's not really even it's not rocket science. It's the heck science.
My independent conclusion: I'm not claiming OPTEQ is a deliberate scam, but based on everything I've investigated, here's what I am comfortable saying. OPTEQ is part of a high-risk ecosystem built to shield operators from liability, shift risk to users, and reboot a token that has already been ruled against by regulators.
Where do we get to? Regulators, last paragraph.
If I personally held coin, I would not interpret the migration as safety or progress. I would see it as a final consolidation move, a way to lock users further inside a controlled system with no external liquidity, no consumer protections, and an offshore operator who never has to answer your questions. If you choose to migrate, treat it as a temporary step toward exiting, not a vote of confidence. Your financial safety depends on skepticism, not slogans.
Yeah, so if you're wondering how we do our research, we just basically use their own website, and we did use AI to cross-reference things. We obviously signed up, how do we play, you know, and like all of a sudden we're stuck inside somewhere which is powered by another organization that I didn't even know about until we signed up. So who is this company? Yeah, I don't know. So why do we need OPTEQ if this company's doing everything? I don't know. It's just crazy. But anyway, always read stuff, you know, because it's important. And let's see. That's good. All right. That's good. It's working. All right, guys. Well, that's basically me. I've done actually 3 videos today. You might only be watching one of them. I record them live. That should help you figure out whether that is a good opportunity or not. OPTEQ, was it OPTEQ? OPTEQ, something weird. Just scam after scam. Currently got about 400 blogs on my website exposing scams. Obviously got about 2,500 videos on my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, think about hitting the join button underneath my video. Really, really appreciate it when you do. There is some other things that I might actually have a quick look at. But in the meantime, if you've just been with me for this one video, do check out my live section. That's where I do most of my recording of these videos. And hopefully this video has helped you. If you're curious, if you've got any questions about what we've been discussing in this video, then please do comment in the bottom and I will get an answer to you as soon as possible. But don't let these people scam you out of your money. Every day I wake up to an email from somebody telling me they've lost something or they thought something, and then, you know, it just goes on and on and on. It's actually quite tiring. It actually gets to me after a while. I've got over 200 scams that I'm investigating. I've got over 700 people that I keep an eye on who are just scammers, bottom feeders, and that's literally what they do. Just before I go, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing in the background in case you're wondering why I'm not concentrating and talking to you guys. This is these are Zoom meeting links where people are in here gaslighting people into signing up for passive income
This meeting is being
opportunities.
recorded.
So this is a good example. And I will go in here and listen to this lady's got 25 people in her chat room, and she'll be trying to tell you how to get a passive income by signing up for some multi-level marketing opportunity. Anyway, we will see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Danny DeHeck. Right, part 2. Let's have a listen and see what this lovely lady's pushing.
Mental health as well. It's ethical. We're not using
Stem
anybody
cell
else's
surgery.
stem cells. A lot of times people will ask me whose stem cells are in those, and definitely nobody's. We're activating. They're just organic
All right, so
crystals.
let's have a wee look here.
And then it requires no injections, which I know many of you are happy
bad
about that
straight
as
away.
well. So how does this work? We're using phototherapy. We call it photobiomodulation. So we're using our own body's light and heat to create change. Okay,
This
all
is
emit
LifeWave.
light. We are light beings. So if you put those infrared goggles on,
Here we go.
you can see images of light coming from the body. And that's what we're using to stimulate the nano organic crystals that are in the patches.
So we're just going to open a couple of
with the
other
naked eye.
web
They're made of
browsers.
salt, sugars, amino acids, and a proprietary blend that is patented. But it's going to stimulate that skin and tell your brain it's time to wake up those stem cells that went to bed years ago.
Right.
And for many of us anyway. And if you would like to do a deeper dive, I can have, I'll have Martha put it in the chat. It's called frequencypatchesinfo.com. And that is a great site for you to look at. You can't order on there. It's just an informational site to do all the research that you want to do.
This is
It's going to have
LifeWave.
a video on what is phototherapy. There's going to be an X39 video there. They're very short. And then if you want to do a deeper dive and look into what David says, what the doctors say, we have patents, we have the clinical trials. We also have testimonies on there. And speaking of testimonies, we have a testimonial page on Facebook. So you want to make sure to reach out to the person that invited you and
Here
get
we
added
go.
to that
It's
group,
multi-level
because
marketing.
every day we post amazing stories on how this technology is helping people heal. And you can literally do a search at the top for whatever it is that you're looking for, and you can hear other people's stories on how the patches have helped with them. So don't hear it just from me. You can hear about it from the link and also all the testimonies, because the stories are super powerful.
This meeting is being recorded.
So this is non-transdermal. Again, we've talked about that. No chemicals, no stimulants, and this is definitely non-invasive.
Hey, you can use imitations.
So what are some of the benefits? You're going to see some of them if you Google GHKCU, but here's just a couple that I'm going to throw out for you that are just the most popular ones. And so strength and stamina, reduce inflammation, and I'm going to add pain there. We help so many people when it comes to pain. Everywhere
This
I go,
meeting is being
when I do
recorded.
patch parties or vendor events or networking events, I ask people if they're in pain, and almost always people say, yeah, of course I'm in pain, or I just have to live with it because that's just the way it is, or where do I start? I have pain all over my body, and that's really sad. And that's why I say that we're a company that is providing hope for people. And so we do have a better way, and we can help you with that pain and that inflammation that's in your body. So increase
This meeting is being
energy
recorded.
and vitality, and this is at the cellular level. It's not a caffeine
Okay, I've got
energy.
4
It's just
browsers open.
a nice cellular energy that you're going to have throughout the whole day. No naps required. You don't need to take naps anymore. I couldn't take one if I wanted to. And mental clarity. There's so many diseases that we have around brain health right now, and we can definitely support symptoms of that for sure. Restore muscle and skeletal conditions, especially ladies that are on the Zoom. Men too, but ladies definitely need to make sure
This meeting is being recorded.
your bones healthy and your muscles strong, because muscle equals longevity. And a lot of times if people have weak bones, that is really what causes them to get sick in their later years, when they fall and they have an injury, they break a bone. And so we want to keep that very strong. Improve sleep. I love my sleep with these patches. I sleep so good throughout the whole night. I wake up, I have plenty of energy, no caffeine required to get my day started, just a patch.
But this is just multi-level marketing, isn't it? I mean, you don't really care about people. You're just here to get the commissions.
And improve skin. And, I'll address that question. Yes, it is multi-level marketing. And the reason why David chose to do that is because he wanted to make sure
it's a load of rubbish. You're just scamming people. There we go.
How you can take a product global.
Scammers. And you can't even answer me because you read the chat room. This lady is a professional scammer. She's been held up by the SEC.
The improved skin appearance. So let's continue. I apologize for that, you guys.
Okay, let's see. Let's get another one. I was removed. I'll go back there in a second. Here we go.
Oh, where's my bar? Are you guys there?
Yes, we're here.
Let's see if they're removing everyone that's got no sound, I think. Hold up, let's get back in there.
I have this new computer too, so that's a lot of fun. Okay. All right. Okay, so these are some of the benefits that happen when you wear X39. So the first day, you're going to see your genes reset 1/4 to a younger state.
So
that's when we're talking about age reversal.
Terms and conditions
that's
to
where
actually
the science is coming in. So 1/4 of your gene expressions will reset to a younger state within 24 hours. That's incredible. Within 6 weeks, your brain is going to become more balanced. Okay, 6 weeks is all. And we do see through thermal imaging scans that that the brain will become more balanced within 7 days, and inflammation will definitely decrease as well. At the 3rd month mark, the collagen is going to increase. So those of you that are taking collagen, you can definitely actually produce your own collagen by wearing this patch, which is really exciting. And then your heart is going to reverse and age at the 6-month mark. When you wear these patches for 6 months, I always tell people, give the technology 6 months because it will literally help your heart age backwards 8 years. And we have science to prove that as well. Okay, and then we're going to wear the patches again, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. We're going to activate our own dormant stem cells to a younger state. We're going to throw the patch away. After we use the patch, we're going to throw them away. And we're going to put on a new patch every single day. And definitely your health is going to love the consistency when it comes to this technology. And if you do have a furry friend, you can definitely put this on your pet after you wear the patches. There's still about 4 hours left. And so you can put it on the inside of your dog's collar just with some tape. It'll go through 7 layers of clothes. It will go through collars, and it will definitely work on your dogs as well for
I'll see if I can get back in here. I don't think I will be able to.
Stress, inflammation, or any kind of healing that needs to happen in their body. And they respond very well to this technology. Usually when people use patches on their pets, it's within a day or so, and they notice improvement if they're in pain. And then you can wear more than one a day. So if you need to wear, more than one because you have pain,
pictures
you
of
can
this
definitely
lady
do that.
all dressed up
can
with
wear up to
patches
3
all
at a
over her
time
face.
and just slowly do one at a time. You don't have to put them all 3 at a time, but put one on the point of pain, drink some water, wait a little bit, and then put the other one on if needed. And then you're going to drink plenty of water. So water is going to help.
Right. So we're going to go grab all their names.
Better.
We'll have a ditch,
and so use a good electrolyte or some Baja Gold salt so that the minerals will actually absorb into your cells.
I'm going to go in here and click.
All right. I love the pictures. So this is shoulder surgery, 2 weeks post shoulder surgery. The doctors were so impressed with the results here. And the middle one is a car accident. So this wound was all the way through the hand. And they definitely had, the parents were like, please just sew this up. We're going to put patches on them. They actually were going to amputate this hand, but
oh my God, so they put patches on it and stop people getting their arms chopped off.
And within 63 days, look at the improvement that has happened with the patches. That's incredible. And then knee surgery. If you know anything about knee replacement surgery, it's extremely painful. And this person healed within 5 weeks. Very incredible, and also had full function in his knee and no pain. And many people, when they do use our technology and have to have surgery, which by the way, we prevented a lot of surgeries, but if they do have to have surgery,
they prevented surgeries.
A lot of them will say, I never had to use my pain medication, which is really powerful. Okay, and then here's a young gentleman. So, and many of you could relate to this. I know I can with my young son. He loves to go snowboarding, and he got in an accident. And within 5 days, his healing completely looks so much better. He just has a little scrape above his lip. But he had a job interview during this time, and the parents didn't want him to have scars on his handsome face. So they put some patches on him, and he looks amazing. Now, remember, he's young, so he has stem cells. So the patches were just a tool to help accelerate his healing. And the last picture here on this slide is a gentleman older in years, so it takes a longer time to heal, but he's been wearing the patches, and within 7 weeks, look at the amazing results. His inflammation gone, his bruising gone, his wrinkles gone, his stitches gone. After 7 weeks, he looks like a completely different person. Looks amazing. And let's see, we have one more here. So love when we see things happening on the outside. That means all is well on the inside with the organs and such. And so look at her eyes. I always tell people, look at the eyes because they just look so much healthier after they start patching. And then the 111s looks much better. The frown lines, the neck, the jawline looks much more improved.
I'm an international scam fighter. My name is Danny DeHick. You can read about me in Bloomberg. And this lady is a scammer.
Thank you. You guys are doing a great job.
She is a scam. She is a scammer. There's no such thing as a patch.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you're scamming people. Read about me in the New York Times. This lady is a scammer. She's a bottom feeder. And here we go. So that's what I do. I go into these Zoom meetings. How can these people say that somebody's hand was going to get amputated and they put a patch on it? Can you imagine being a surgeon and you're in the hospital and somebody has to have their hand chopped off and the lady runs in with a bunch of patches and tells you that you've got to stick this on to save yourself. Anyway, I've got 4 other Zoom meetings open. They're not letting anybody into the meeting, but in a wee while, they may give up and actually do that. So that was quite funny. But I always like to have a wee bit of a look. So say goodbye to her. We actually did manage to grab quite a few of the people. She's only got 25 people in here. And it's called, pretty sure it's called Wave Life. So if you're thinking I'm just picking on somebody here, I did a lot of research. We did a full-blown investigation on this company. It is literally multi-level marketing. It's called Wave Life. And you can come here. No, I must have it. It might be LifeWave. LifeWave. And there it is, WifeLave. Oops. So we don't just randomly come in here and destroy people's private Zoom meetings. But here's the lady, the actual lady that was in that video, her and her husband, all with patches all over their face. And you can come through here and you can see that this is now first rodeo with them. We've actually come in here before. Let's have a wee look for a bit of a laugh. It's Rob and I, is it? Oh, that must be Rob and I.
On camera as well.
Okay, so there's 247 people on here.
Excuse me. Go ahead and start.
And
After I clear my throat.
we just lost our stream and I've had to start it again. So it must be in here somewhere. But there will be a
put it anywhere on your body.
phone number.
Now, clinically, because there's clinical studies on it, you have to have consistent patch placement for clinical studies. There's 2 places you can normally put it. My discomfort started leaving.
So this guy here was originally talking about how he puts patches on all sorts of places, and his wife come along later on. But we actually finished up going right through and doing a full investigation about this company, and it might give me a good opportunity to. Oh no, I haven't even updated this. So yeah, so that's just yeah. So we're really up with the play on what these scams are actually doing, and let's see if we can find another one that might be happening right now. We've got about 200 of these scam-like meetings. I'll just make sure I'm not here. Steve Davis. But yeah, I'll just hide myself. So Randy. What have we got here? We'll just go through and add a few. These are what I call my fishing spots. So these, I don't even know where they get the people from, but they have, that lady had 25 people in her meeting, which is absolutely ludicrous. And you go in there 6 months later and she's still got 25
This meeting
people.
is being recorded. This meeting is being recorded.
I think I'd be in a wheelchair today if I hadn't learned about this, because I refused to take the pain medications that they wanted to give me, and the one that I was on, they took me off of because they said it's going to shut your kidneys down. It was naproxen, and it was almost immediate with me. I was just shocked that it worked so well, so fast, because my body was really needing what it could do, and it did.
All right, so this lady's given a testimonial.
I've gotten to look younger. I have reversed my aging. I'm absolutely certain of that.
I'll get the sound better in a second.
You know, my arthritis is almost non-existent. There's just such a list that I don't have it all here. But I tell people, just give it time, because you didn't get where you were in 48 hours. It took you years to get there. Don't think this is necessary. There are a lot of one-patch wonders, and I guess I was sort of one of them.
What the fuck is a one-patch wonder, lady? I mean, are you brain dead? Are you so stupid that you're going to believe that this multi-level,
you're pretty insulting. I don't know who you are.
I'm Danny DeHeck. I am Danny DeHeck. Read about me in Bloomberg. I come after scammers like you and publicize the scams that you're running. You're multi-level marketers. Your product is crap. Are you really telling people that are you telling people they're going to chop their hands off and you're going to stick a patch on it and they're not going to get their hand amputated?
Huh?
Is that what you're doing?
How can we remove this
gentleman? Can't remove this gentleman, because go and research Danny DeHeck. Look in the chat room and look at, I'm streaming you live. Let's see what they say now. Thanks, hon. Let's see if they come back. So we've cut her off. Hopefully we'll get some sound in a second. But she's muted everybody, including herself. I think that's what's going to happen. I'll just bring it up and see. Oh, no, she's talking again. Here we go.
So I've been with Christy for a really long time and other companies. And we just stuck together and we found LifeWave together. And
other companies, why don't you mention the names? Because they're all scams that have fallen over.
Bad,
they're all scams that have fallen over. That's
why you're
saying.
And
other companies, why
as
don't you
I
mention
was
the
going
names?
through the different companies to try to find something that would help my back pain, LifeWave appeared, and Christy said something to me about another person that had back pain and shoulder pain. And I said, well, if it's helping that person, then I got to give it a try, right? So I did. And
oh, you're a mentor though, aren't you, really? I mean, other companies, why don't you name those other companies? Because they've all fallen over scams, haven't they? They've all fallen over the scams that you promote. And now you're in here promoting another friggin' scam. How do you sleep at night? All you can do is kick me out because you can't answer my questions rather than kick me out. All the other scams, why didn't you mention the names of the scams that you promoted previously? Let's see if we can get a sound back in here. Why is there no sound on this other one over here? Sound. I'll see if I can refresh. We'll get sound, but reset permissions. For some reason, it won't work. Leave sound. Join sound. Come on, computer, you've got this. Maybe if I turn that one off. I just saw a box pop up that might help me out. I'll see if I can open up another window. Oh, there it is. Allow every visit. That should fix it. Let's see if we can go back to here and get the sound going. For some reason I've lost the sound. Leave audio, MacBook, mic zone. I've been removed. All right, so let's see if I can find another window, because I did notice that there was quite a few windows open and they may retry. Danny, the heck, I'm just on other browsers. And no, unable to join. Anyway, so that's no limits. Join the meeting. Leave, retry. Oh, anyway, that was a bit of fun. Even going in there with my real name, just see if it still works. No. All right, so that's fun. So let's go back to my main window. But yeah, we'll just go through there. But that was interesting. So they couldn't help themselves. What you do is you basically go in there, and I grabbed everyone's names before they kicked me out. And then I went and joined 4 different Zoom meetings with their own names.
This meeting is being recorded.
And 2,199. The minute you hit 2,200, you've increased your percentage. Again, stop being mad at people that stop
Storm.
at 15%. Yes, push them a little bit. Yes, stretch them a little bit. But find the ones that really want it.
Right,
that is
I'm not going to
why
muck around in
keep
here.
pushing, because some people going to stop at, listen, 18 to 22% is when your check grows. I'm going to keep it real with you now. That's why I know when you turn a person into a 25% that wasn't ready, you
So I'm
got
just
to pay
spamming
cut.
their chat
Because
room.
remember, now when y'all both at 50%, guess what? You're no longer getting that group bonus. It all converts over to leadership bonus. Now watch this. Watch this. This is so important what I'm about to tell y'all right now. What if you enroll somebody and you got them to 25% and they ain't enrolled nobody?
Scam. Hey, See me up there?
Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do y'all understand that? Maybe we need to pull up the other part of the comp plan. Come on, hear me real well. If you sign somebody up and
If
they
you
hit
sign somebody up, it's all
25%
recruitment,
and they
multi-level
haven't enrolled
marketing.
nobody.
Oh, I got removed. No point hanging around there, guys. But yeah, so we just go in there and this is what we do. We're going to stop that one. That one there. We'll see what happens. They're all busy before Christmas trying to get their Christmas quota in before people spend all their money on Christmas presents. But a lot of these schemes are just ruthless people. They don't care about you. Here we go.
मैं आपको यहाँ पर सभी को सामूहिक तौर से बताना चाहता हूँ। तो मैंने यहाँ पर स्क्रीन शेयर कर दिया आपको। स्क्रीन शेयर हो रही है दोबारा से और ये हमारा वो स्लाइड ओपन है। आप देख पा रहे हैं स्टार्टिंग था वेल्दी लाइफ ग्रोथ एक्सीलेटर पहली ये स्लाइड और उसके बाद इसको अगर हम आगे चलें तो अब हो गया एडिशनल इनकम। अब बहुत सारे लोगों को ये सवाल प्लान चेंज हो गया क्या, आपकी पीपीटी कब आएगी,
Okay, let's see if we can reload
blah,
it.
blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, hopefully we can get the mic.
है सो है उसमें ये एडिशन हुआ है, कुछ इनकम आपके लिए एडिशन हुआ है।
G'day right? Guys, how you doing? Oh, sorry. Are you guys still trying to
remove karo isko, remove karo.
Don't remove him. Don't remove him. Don't remove me. Don't remove me, guys.
Remove.
I want to be here. I want to learn how to make money. I want to learn how to make a passive income. Oh. Oh, silly me. Oh, Megan and Regan. Aren't you lovely? I haven't seen you girls for a wee while. Steve Davis. A lot of fun today. More fun than you can have. But anyway, this is what we do. We go into these Zoom meetings and we basically cause disruption. And that's how we work. That's how we roll. Take that one away. Take that one there. Must be like the right time of day because I'm wondering why there's quite a few meetings open because a couple of days ago I couldn't find anybody. And now they're all coming back. There we go. And we'll go for one more Zoom sessions. We'll go for Ponzi Patrol and we'll open up 39 new meetings. And while that's opening up, we'll shut these ones down and have a look. See if there's any other meetings open that we can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shut that one down. Get good on the keyboard. The meeting ended by the host. Well, that was no fun. What's that one there? Oh, host has joined. Zs, whatever Zs are. So we'll put them over the. So you can see this here. It says host has joined, which is always a good sign. And then we can come through here. Oop, until we find something interesting. One person in that one. I don't think we're going to hang around there. Just saying. Mute. Promise United. Oh, this is that's quite funny. That is actually what do they call it? May Summervu. She has tried to start up her Ponzi scheme and scam after she's gone back to Florida, California. That's one we haven't heard from is Lynette from somewhere. Ooh. So we can, this is what I call like starfish, is if you save one person or if you help one person from getting scammed, then it's like the guy that's walking down the beach and the tide's gone out and all the starfish are laying in the sun getting dry. And then he picks up one and he throws it in the sea and the guy beside him says, what are you doing that for? You can't save them all. And he says, yeah, but I saved that one. That's what it's like sometimes. The fact that I've got to turn my camera off is a bit of a pain in a pain in the bottom, I should say. Every time I come here, I've got to click a button. And as you can see, I'm pretty quick on the mouse. But I've got to turn that off. Don't want to go in there hot, as they say. Hot. With my camera blaring. Microphone blaring. So they must have a setting in their Zoom meeting that tells people that they must turn their cameras off by default. And if they haven't set that up, then I have to turn my camera off by default, which is a pain in the bum. So it also tells me a little bit about their security and how big a scam they are, because a lot of the other scams will police it so much that you can't say anything. All you can do is be gaslit to with information, which is a bit of a pain. Anyway, whoops, didn't get that one. So we're going to go through all these here, turn them off. I've got smoke coming out the back of the computer, but we've got a few tabs open. We're going back to number 1. Right, so we should be, so that one there, nothing's happened. Host has joined, Zeds. And we'll see if there's anyone else who's got their meeting open. If not, we're going to call it quits. And we will publish those 3 videos that I recorded in this live. And we look forward to seeing you in the next live. That one there. Live. Bound to be one more meeting open. I've got another 100 meetings I could potentially go into, but I'm not going to bore you into doing that. I think we're just going to call it quits and publish a few videos today. There we go, Zed. That's it. Well, there's nothing too exciting there. All right, guys, I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Hope you enjoyed that live. That was a bit of fun. Always fun to see what we do and what you can do. If you are ever getting scammed by any individuals, please do reach out to us. Don't let these bastards get the better of you. Think about what they're telling you. Why do you need to trust these people? Why are these people stuck inside Zoom meetings? If they found the ultimate passive income opportunity of a lifetime, why do they need to be stuck inside a Zoom meeting? Because these people believe that, I'm just going to try getting in here again, delete browsing history. Just can't help myself. I've just got one more I'm going to try to see whether we can get back into that lady's meeting. And we'll go into Holly. I just want to see whether we can actually get in here. So let's go to that window there. So I reckon we can probably get in here. So no limits. Host has joined. And we're going in there as Holly. There we go. She couldn't help herself.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. And I think this is the one that has got no sound. So I'm going to go in there with another browser. I knew she couldn't help herself. We're going to go in there with Opera. And then I'll go in there, and this time I will use this window, and I will go Carl. Okay. And we will use that one there. I don't know if I've emptied the cache on that one though. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. So we will have sound in a minute. And we'll see what happens. So this lady, I think they'll let me in. Let you know we're here. I don't know why the sound's not working. Let's try that. Reset sound. It's the only option I've got. Let's do it because we don't want to be here all day long. So I reset to the sound, and now it wants me to reload the page. And it should just let me reload, even though, there we go. Allow this time.
I apologize for our disruption tonight. Thank you for your patience. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you.
How do you sleep at night being a scammer, you dirty cow? You're just disgusting. You think this is funny, but you're really just a scammer, aren't you? You're the bottom feeder.
So I guess we're going to end. Just make sure.
Oh, just end it. Dirty trout. Oh dear. I think we'll just end. I don't think she liked that. Just saying. But anyway, couldn't help myself. I think I have another browser waiting here. Be interesting to see if she lets me in. I have about 7 or 8 browsers ready to go, rock and roll. But we'll be able to see when that there ends. If I go back to OPTEQ, delete browsing history, go here, enter, and we will go. She's ended the meeting. So she decided that it's best just to give up and end the meeting, which is friggin' hilarious. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next videos. Thanks for watching. I'm Danny the Heck. Hope you didn't find that too stressful. It's just another day and the life of somebody who goes into Zoom meetings and try to stop people from losing their investments into these stupid multi-level marketing Ponzi schemes. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.